They said he was dangerous. Is the guy dangerous?
Totally.
Is the guy dangerous?
Yeah.
Do you have a left hook that put a guy in the hospital? The guy they said he forgot 2 weeks of his life.
By Norman.
Oh! Oh, he's out cold! Out cold!
A gigantic left hand by Brian Norman.
Oh, that's
Jr.
I'm right here. I'm one of the best fighters in the world, and y'all gonna see.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Good. Want that work? Yeah. Touch. You beat that bag up. Yeah. Yes, sir. Good job. Yes, sir. Ask him, is he okay? Now I can see y'all very clear.
Heard people talking all that trash. Come on, we gonna be riding in car with Devin. I'll be damned. I'll be damned if we gonna ride in car with him on the side. You already know how we come. You know I'm gonna talk my shit, be knowing.
You just got here. Well, what took you so long? Huh? I thought you had got cold feet. I've been looking for you. Well, one thing about Oakland niggas, yeah, ain't nothing slow. We the first on the block for the cheese, and we're the last motherfuckers to leave. November 22nd.
B3 Picks TV, man. We back again with another one. Tap the like, follow the channel. We working. And listen, man. I'm trying something different. I may cancel this live and do another one. But cause I'm trying to run it without the portrait mode to see if there's a difference. And I'm already seeing there's a difference. But we got the landscape mode and the portrait mode lives. So they are different. They 100% different. But listen, man, we're gonna lock in. The weights is made for the matchup. The weights is made. I repeat, everybody may weight. I'm gonna pull up the different weights later on in the show. They're doing a ceremonial weigh-in at 1. So we're gonna check that out or whatever, do a live reaction. And just stay here and tap in with the people, man. We just gonna cook and go from there. So we only doing the landscape live. We're not doing the portrait vertical live today. So I kind of want to play with it to see what's the contrast to it. Um, it may hinder, it may help. We'll see. Let me go ahead and go to Ring Magazine real quick. With a Ring, they posted all the weights for the main event. And okay, breaking news: Lila Boydon versus Alicia Baumgardner will be on Friday, December 19th, on the undercard of Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. That's what we wanted to hear. So Alicia is back in action. That's what we want to see. Oh, also, yeah, the AJ just arrived in Miami. They doing the AJ versus Jake Paul press conference today. Let me see what time this press conference is. The press conference is at 1 p.m. Eastern. Wow. Okay, so we got the Jake Paul. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot going on. There's a lot going on this week. Canelo talking about Bud rematch in 2026. That's the next fight he won. We got Jake Paul doing his press conference today with Anthony Joshua. Ryan Garcia, he signed somewhat a fake contract, or I don't know what Ryan signed, but Ryan talking about fighting Barrios. So, man, we got to see. It's a lot going on right now. A lot of people are pushing content and pushing events, building off the back of the fire that's right now in the sport of boxing. Everybody's excited to see Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin Haney. And listen, it's going to be a star-studded event. It's going to be a fan-friendly matchup. May the best man win. I think it's going to be a great show for the people, man. Let me see. I'm on here right now looking. I'm about to go to the ring. Let me see what the ring posted everybody's weight. I just want to read them for the record, right? All right, for the record. Earlier today, of course, you know they in Saudi, so they already weighed in the fighters. They can't have them restricted. They want them to be fully hydrated and ready for the matchup. Salute to my brother Juan Claudio. What's good, Juan? Now, David Benavidez weighed in at 174.6. Anthony Yard weighed in at 173.9. That's for the WBC world title at light heavyweight. The 175-pound limit was made by both Benavidez and Yard. Great event. It's destined to be a shootout. They looking to throw hands, and this fight is not going the distance, in my opinion. Now, the next matchup, the co-main event, we have Devin the Dream Haney, 146.6. Brian Numan Jr., 146.12. So both guys, the champion, Brian Norman Jr., he made championship weight, welterweight 147. The WBO title will be on the line for this matchup. Now, the next fight we have is Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez, 114.6. Fernando Puma Martinez, 113.12. So that is for unification, 115 pounds. And my part, let me get the record straight. The regular WBA title is on the line. It's a secondary to the super, but at 175. But the regular and the full WBC is on the line for the 175 heavyweight matchup between Yard and Benavidez. Now, the three belt unification is with Jesse Bam Rodriguez, the unified champion. He came in at 114.6. Salute to the family, Bruce. What's good, Bruce Gas? Salute. Hey, we got fights. Hey, listen, we all made they all made weight, so we in business, man. Tomorrow's gonna be a great event. I'm looking forward to it. And Puma, Fernando Martinez, he came under the limit, under the 115 limit to 113.12. So both Jesse Bam and Fernando Martinez both made weight. And last but not least, we have the 135-pound vacant WBO title matchup. Abdullah Mason, 134 pounds even. Sam Noakes, 134.9. So, hey, it's gearing up to be a fan-friendly affair. And listen, they selling it as his own pay-per-view. Upgrade your subscription for $45 a month, and you don't have to pay the pay-per-view price. You get, they trying to say 12 plus pay-per-views per year, so that's supposed to be included. So just look out for that. Yeah, just look out for that. And maybe that's the best way you want to watch the fight. Maybe you want to go to the casino to watch the fight. Maybe there's a local restaurant or bar that's showing the fights. But it's mandatory, man. We have to support boxing, and this is the type of event you want to support. This is the type of event that the people want to see, man. Um, I'm excited for it. But all and listen, I should have ran. I might need to run a Jake Paul show. I might have to cancel this show and run a Jake Paul show, man. Uh, Jake Paul running the numbers up. Jake Paul, everybody's excited. Suit to the people, you already know, no shade November, but we working. Everybody's excited. To see what's up with Jake Paul, man, and AJ. They doing a press conference today. Shoot to my brother Dank. What's good, Dank? Yeah, they doing a press conference today for Jake and AJ. It looking like uh they wanna build off of this good boxing momentum, man. They building off the momentum. You know I'm here for the people, Dank. You know I'm here for the people, man. We're gonna turn this into a road show, hopefully, man. Y'all gotta pull up, man. Pull up today. I'm only doing the I wanted to try just doing the landscape live today, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it work out. We're gonna see. Yeah. Uh, let me twist up real quick. Bruce said if Jake wins this fight, I'm gonna have to take a long, hard look. He said I'm gonna take a long, hard look at me and boxing. Hey, listen, if Jake Paul wins this matchup, Bruce, that would mean that AJ either he didn't come to fight or he was contractually obligated not to. I don't foresee any scenario where Jake Paul is able to win a boxing match with AJ. I mean, AJ 6'6". I mean, let me run it, man. Let me go ahead and run it. Let me see. I think I got something on here for the big fight.
I want to fight Anthony Joshua exclusive because I know that I will beat Anthony Joshua's.
Well, my thoughts on it is that Jake Paul's had a lot of accusations over the years for a guy who's had no amateur fights. What's he had, about 10 or 12
Fights, yeah.
fights? I'm not sure what he's had. And, you know, you look at the opposition he's had and people saying, when's he going to fight somebody? He stepped up. He's stepping up to a two-time world champion, a genuine heavyweight, a proper heavyweight.
Anthony Joshua can destroy the MMA champion. It is lights out.
Yo, that knockout is crazy. That's one of the best knockouts I ever seen, man. Listen, Jake Paul is really signed up for a demolition job. They gonna call that if he bodies Jake Paul, that fight will be forever known as the demolition job. Wow, man. I can't believe it. Man, but nah, this is a big day for the sport, man. We got the ceremonial weigh-ins at round one, and then also Jake and AJ gonna kick off their press conference at one. So listen, I gotta know what's y'all thoughts, man. It's a lot of boxing activity same week. It's kind of like they realize that the buzz is surrounding the Haney Norman matchup. Everybody's gearing up. They're excited for this matchup. Devin Haney, and I think the winner of this fight is going to definitely be a player in the sport. I mean, Haney, if Devin Haney wins this matchup, and Bruce, I got to know who you got winning this fight. Let me know, Bruce, if you want it. Let me and I know the StreamYard, the link is pinned, so anybody can pull up and show love and jump on and cook with me. But if Haney wins this matchup, man, Haney solidifies himself as a Hall of Fame fighter. I mean, he's going to be a decorated three division champion that took titles off of three champions. Irregardless of what you say about Cambosis, he beat a unified champion in Teofimo, and then Devin Haney took his belts. Salute to the beautiful Queen Vay. What's good, Vay? Salute to you. I seen you was live. I was getting my show started, getting everything geared up. But I appreciate you pulling up, showing up, showing love. Appreciate you. Oh, okay, Vay. So you bring the crowd because it wasn't nobody in here but me, Bruce, Dank, um, and Juan. Juan said what up to me. It was just us. But then when your show ends, everybody can pull up. Okay. Okay, I see how it going. So we're gonna have to get I'm gonna have to get a time slot after you. You feel me? So we can work off each other. But nah, I appreciate you, Vay. But yeah, and so let me say this, right? Let me get back on track. Um, yeah, if Devin Haney can win this matchup, if he can defeat Brian Norman Jr., who is really the best 147 pounder in the world right now, if he gets this win, man, he ultimately sets himself up to be, I mean, dare I say, the face of boxing? Is it too soon? Y'all Bruce, let me know. Dang, what you thinking? Y'all let me know. If Devin Haney wins this fight, where does that take him? Is he a pay-per-view attraction? Is every fight from now on pay-per-view worthy? Y'all let me know. I mean, and for Brian Norman Jr., let that brother go out there and stop and step on the dream Devin Haney. And see where that brother don't go. Man, Brian Norman Jr. gonna be on CBS, ABC, NBC, Fox News. Brian Norman Jr. And let me bring in Piero, sir. Piero.
What up? What up?
Hey, waste made. Waste made,
I
man.
saw. I don't know if it was this morning, last night. Yeah. But I saw.
It was probably this morning because they on a different time zone, but well, they before us. They like 8 hours before us over there. But it's gearing up. Now let me bring you in like this, Piero.
Yes, sir.
Uh w- what's gonna be I need your predictions. I'm almost forgetting. This is the prediction show, and this is the post-fight excuse show, right?
Okay.
So I want some of your predictions. So give me your card predictions for the main four fights. And then also any what do you think the talking points are gonna be post fight, based on your predictions? What do you think people are gonna be like? What built-in excuses people are gonna be saying? And let me just say this from Bruce real quick.
Go ahead.
Salute to the brother Bruce, supporting Vay. Appreciate you, Bruce Gas, always showing love, man. Bruce is a great guy, great supporter. And Bruce said if Debo wins a stinker, then his stock goes down. He puts on a clinic, then he moves up in the fans' eyes. 1000%. I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement. Go ahead, Pedro. You got the floor, man. What's your prediction for the fights for tomorrow?
Let me see. Let me see. So the four fights that you're thinking of, I got Benavides by decision or late stoppage. I got Bam in 3. I got that's a tough one, man. My logical boxing mind wants to say Brian Norman by decision or stoppage, but I don't know. I just got a feeling in the back of my head, and those feelings don't mean nothing, that Devin might pull out a decision. But that's what intrigues me about that particular fight. So I can't wait for that one to happen. And what was the fourth one? Was
Abdullah versus Sam Noakes.
Abdullah versus Sam Noakes. I saw the only fight of well, I saw 2 fights of Sam Noakes recently. I didn't really know too much about him. His best win, in my opinion, and I mean, I wouldn't say it's impressive, but I mean, like, the performance that he put on versus a veteran, guy's
John
name,
Mendy.
yeah, Yvonne Mendy. I wouldn't say I was like, oh my god, super impressed, but I mean, like, like it, not just any boxer, any old boxer can do what he did to Mendy, regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm high on Abdullah. He's one of him and Jai are like one of my like sleepers that I really like. So yeah, I got Abdullah. I'm gonna say by stoppage. But depending if Sam Noakes comes to puts his best foot forward and he's better than I think he is. Maybe it makes it closer, but yeah, I'm gonna say Abdullah by stoppage, if not by decision.
Okay, that's a lot. Appreciate you, Pedro. Let me bring in my brother Blaze. Blaze, what's good? How you feeling?
Peace, B3.
Hey, listen,
Peace,
it's
Troy.
hey,
What up, bro?
fight the weights is made. We got fights, man. I need to know your
Listen,
predictions, man. I need to know what's
come
your
on,
thoughts
come
on
on.
this card.
Well, me, weights was important. You feel me? It was, and when I went to the Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez fight, I was telling people, I was like, look, if Bud weigh in between if he weigh in between 167.5 and 168, you feel me? Y'all gonna have to blame it on snack. You feel me? And he put on that weight with functional muscle. He even rehydrated. You feel me? From the official weigh into that. And so when I see Devin Debo Haney weigh in right there at the mark and heavier than Brian Norman Jr. Listen, but look, the thing is I want to see the pictures though, because I still think, because like anybody, I wouldn't even argue with anybody if they say Buzz a weight bully, because look, he went up here and was bigger than him and beat him up. So if Haiti does this and it's like, hey, he's a weight bully, so be it. I want to see, they usually see the pictures with the official weigh-in. I want to see how dehydrated he looked. I want to see how much water weight he took off. Because even though he might have that muscle on, he still might look skinny in the face. So it's kind of like I want to see how he ultimately got to that weight. You feel me? He looked comfortable though. If you notice, like in the previous fights, he'd be wearing big clothes and sunshades to protect his eyes. You feel me, from being sunken in. You dig what I'm saying? And so this one, he kind of looked more comfortable. They was bouncing around. You feel me? At the press conference, people call it scared. Listen, man, they about to punch on each other. We don't care about nothing else that's going on outside the ring. No, we're talking. Everybody made weight. Everybody about to get up in this ring. It's about to go down. Now, look, I'm giving Devin all this credit because Devin got the resume. Devin amazing guy. I got all the tape on Devin. Devin been really doing his thing. I even went back, you know, um, last week and watched that Loma versus Haney fight. And it's like, oh, you feel me? He done really, carved out 12 rounds. And then shout out to Loma. The reason why Loma be saying they won is because Loma had that, according to CopyBox, with that 11th round. I think it was the 11th. Yeah, they said it was 20-2. He outlanded Devin, but Devin did everything in the other rounds. But everybody got to, the recency bias at the end. So they be feeling like Loma pulled it out. You feel me? But they were banging. So the thing is, here's my thing. I got Brian Norman Jr., still got Brian Norman Jr. Because here's my issue. My issue with is, can Debo Dev engage in exchange and survive in exchange? You see what I'm saying? Unfortunately, racist, cheating Ryan, you feel me, banged him out. But it shows that he can't take them punches like that. And Brian Norman punches. That's what I don't understand, what people don't get. And you see, look at anybody who did jump rope, you ever rope? You feel me? You act like the boy can't move or something. It's crazy. They be swearing he's like in a wheelchair, like he's not gonna be able to, dance with Devin and catch him, boom, every round. If they stand close enough to each other. If he runs close enough like he did to Ramirez, you feel me? He gonna get punched. He ain't gonna be able to do that with Brian Norman Jr. So that's just the question that we have. Just like I had with everybody has in the Bud versus Canelo. It's like, hey, can he come up in this weight and can he deal with the power? You feel me? We already seen it with Ryan, unfortunately, even though it was a bogus fight. But we seen it. You feel me? So that'd be the only question mark with me that I got an issue with, because if they do this Debo Devitt stuff, and they don't necessarily got to do it, is if they engage, I got to see if he gonna survive. And if he wins, all hats off to him. I hope they do the rematch. That's big money for the young boys. You feel me? But outside of that, it's like, look, I got Brian Norman Jr. He ain't fought nobody. You don't fight nobody till you fight somebody. This might be his coming out party. He just imagine if he rocks him. This is his first champion. He gets out the box. He gets a Devin Haney, future Hall of Famer, out the box, and the stars arrive with Brian Norman Jr. This is how it starts. You got to get your first one somewhere. You feel me? So that's where I'm at with Brian Norman Jr. But may the best man, man. I respect both of these young men. They both showed up professional. They both showed up on weight. They both coming in here about they do it. This is the biggest fight in both of their lives. You feel me? Devin has so much to prove after the Ryan stuff. And Brian, obviously, this is his biggest stage. He on the biggest stage. And we about to see these young boys. So may the best man win. But I got Brandon Jr. And the excuses for Devin is going to be the excuses that they done already hated on. Oh, he been chinny. Oh, oh, he been like that. Oh, he been had pillow fists. Oh, it's the same stuff over and over and over again that people hate on Devin about, because they don't like, you feel me? He keep winning and winning when shit's fair. You feel me? So, and then, like I said, I don't got no excuses for Brian Norman Jr. That boy a dog. If he lose, he gonna take it like a man. He should be champion. He should have a rematch clause. If they don't got a rematch clause, they're tripping. And I'm gonna land my plane right there.
Nah, salute to my brother, Blaze Cooking. Hey, listen, there is no rematch clause, so we ain't got to worry about that. It's a one-way deal.
Thank God.
Because, hey, now, Piero, what's
Mm.
the excuses gonna be after the fight?
Um, well, for the if Benavidez loses, there ain't gonna
Yeah.
be no excuses. It's gonna be crickets.
Ooh.
Nobody gonna say nothing, bro. Like literally, like a couple
Because
weeks gonna
everybody
pass
looking wrong.
by, and they won't talk about him, or maybe they'll like completely turn on him and start talking mad shit. I have no idea, but yeah, I think crickets. If Benavidez loses, if Benavidez wins, same old, same old. Um, if Devin wins a stinker, which is I'm gonna say the only way he can win, but probably like his greatest odds of winning.
Mhm.
Both sides. Like, oh yeah, he ran all night. Oh, it's not running. It's boxing. Learn how to cut off the ring. The usual cliches.
Yeah.
If Brian Norman blasts out Devin Haney, which would be impressive because I don't think Devin Haney's chinny at all. I think he's has an excellent chin. Um, but just it'll be impressive because he'd be like take out Devin, which like Loma couldn't take him out, Ryan can take him out. Some hard punchers couldn't take him out. He'd be the first one.
Mhm.
But then also on that other token, like literally people will like overly glaze Brian Norman Jr., which is cool, whatever. Like
He
I'm not
said
in
it's
the
cool.
camp of like, oh, you a man fan, not a boxing fan. I'm like,
I gotta run the
yeah.
drop. I gotta run the drop for him,
Go ahead,
bro.
brother. Go ahead.
All I can tell you, sir, is that he's gay.
Yeah.
Hey, if they excessively glazing, we know what time it is, man.
I don't know, bro. I mean, that's boxing, bro. At the end of the day, bro, boxing is a very personal sport. It's not like a team sport where you're like, oh, I like Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin.
Yeah.
Like no, it's like really personal. So especially like if you're a younger fan and you think as a kid, like a sports fan as a kid, man, like you idolize these dudes. Like I idolized Chavez as a kid, you know. But then
Mhm.
I want to say most, but most I would say grow out of it and they try to keep it as unbiased as you can because you know boxing has always been, and to me, like a beautiful thing, like very nationalistic.
I want to fight Anthony Joshua.
My bad.
No, don't trip. Like Puerto Rico versus Mexico, U.S. versus Mexico, like Japan.
Mhm.
Like to me, that's a beautiful thing. Because it's like the fighter represented their country and stuff like that. It's like, and that's usually
Mhm.
how they sell the fights. They usually sell it by like, oh yeah, he's Mexican, Mexican pride, American pride, or like like black pride, brown pride. Like literally that's like one
Mhm.
of the facets that they sell it in. So like some people like I don't know how they don't see that. It's like it's cool to like be biased. Like we're all biased.
Now,
But,
now, now,
usual
now,
excuse.
one thing I'm gonna tell you, this is gonna be an
Yeah,
excuse, but
this fight is sold that way too.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, facts,
Yeah.
facts.
One of the big excuses is going to be if Devin gets a knockdown or looks stronger. The snack packs they gonna
Yeah, I
The
told
snack
you they're gonna
pack.
blame it on snack. That's
they
the
gonna be
first
like,
one.
They're gonna
So
resurrect
look though,
Galvez
look
Skull, Victor Conte.
right? They gonna be like, hold on, man.
though,
He
real
gave
quick,
him the
Piero, you
formula before he left.
Right.
make a good
You breaking up, Blaze? He breaking up on
point.
your end too?
This fight,
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
this
yeah.
is why this
Yeah, sorry.
fight
Go ahead.
eclipses the David Benavidez. Okay, can you hear me now? Hold up, real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cook.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
got
good?
it.
You good
You got
now?
it.
Cook.
You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up, can you hear me now? Y'all hear me now? I'm good.
Yeah.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
look, what I was saying, Puro make a good point. But this fight's being sold regional too. You feel me? With Brian Norman Jr. having that deep Southern accent, you
Mike
feel me?
Brown.
He sound like Roy Joe Jr. That's what everybody keeps saying. You feel me? And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you
yeah.
got, you
Definitely.
feel me, Devin and them from the West Coast, from the Bay Area. You feel me? So when you look at it from a United States standpoint, you got sides like that. You feel me? And you got sides from individuals who've been watching Devin, who've been doing this thing, and then who don't really know Brian Norman. You feel me? Then you got people who done seen both, and they're like, "Hey, I don't know." You feel me? I don't watch both. I had to go back and watch some Brian Norman tape, but I watched all his last three fights live. Well, no, the Santillan fight I'll call it later, but then I watched the last two live. You see what I'm saying? And so it's like, then you go back and look at everything else he's done, and you build his record up, and it's like, you know, he's a little bit unknown, and he ain't been proven. So because he ain't been proven, the logical pick got to be Devin because Devin done fought high
Coach
level
Eddie.
competition for a while now. But back to what he was saying though with the excuses gonna be Snack. That's why I want to see
Yeah.
what the weigh-ins look like. I want to see what he looked like because you see Bud went up 2 weight classes on Snack and put it on clean and came right in between the mark that Devin came in, a half a pound within the
Mhm.
limit. That means something to me. The fact he come in on the scale weighing more than Brian Norman, even if it's like a point, it's like less than a pound, that means something because he came up to do it. You feel what I'm saying? And then it's like Brian Norman, I don't know what he looked like if he's drained or whatever. You feel me? I don't know. They be trying to make those rumors. We gonna see. You usually get to see the picture. You can see it. You some people be drained and rehydrate and perform. Some people be drained and then don't rehydrate and don't perform. You feel me? So we don't know, but we want to see it. You feel me? Like I
Yeah.
said, it looked like Devin got to
Great
drop in
point.
it. He dropped the video just like Bud dropped a few days before it, showing, hey, this you think this is Photoshop? Like, no, I'm in shape. You feel me? Like this is real. You feel me? And so now it's like, hey, Devin's really coming
Curtis
to
Roberts.
punch. So that's what I'm interested in with Devin is Devin got the opportunity to take his punch set, his fight set, and then with more power. If he's banging you to the body and it hurt more. If that stiff jab is, you feel me, a little bit more pepper on it. You feel me? So it seemed like that's what he's been training to do. He put the weight on right. He
Yep.
put the weight on right. So, it's gonna be a good fight. Like I
I
said,
think
I got
that's
Brian
what I
Norman.
think that's why he was so excited and had so much energy because I think they run their fight week test and he's
Yeah.
like, I'm there. He know where he needs to be physically. Now, hopefully, it translates to the fight.
It's IQ though. One thing about it, that's the only problem with Devin that I had a problem with Devin, and people be like,
Devin
they
said his
can make
IQ is the
excuses.
best.
I know, I hear he can say his IQ is the best. His IQ
Hold on, bro.
wasn't that high in the Ryan fight. His IQ been high in other fights. His IQ wasn't that high in that fight. You feel me?
Right,
That's
All the
right.
my
ladies say
opinion.
have the biggest unit, bro. Don't make it true.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people, the boxers
Boss.
Yeah.
the boxer has to say he's the best. He has to say he
Yeah,
has
man.
the highest IQ. Dev
Look,
has demonstrated he has high IQ because he make adjustments for each fighter that he came in. He just came in with the wrong approach with Ryan, especially being
That's true.
overweight like that, because he had every opportunity to play a little bit more on the outside when he was fighting Ryan, and he chose not to because he got rocked early and he was fighting from being down. So he's still trying to box and all that, but he gave himself risks that he didn't necessarily have to give because he was down. You see what I'm
mhm.
saying? So, if Devin fights his fight, Devin can do his thing. But like I go back to the Loma fight. If you fight somebody who punch back, he gotta take a punch too. That's one thing I can say about what anybody can say about Bud. When Bud get punched, Bud come immediately back and punch you harder. Like he don't never let the exchange really go out where you just
Yeah.
rock him. He's like, no, he gets in there. You feel me? And that I
Devin,
ain't
but
say
see,
the same
Devin
for
has
Devin.
that dog. Let me say this. Let me say this. Well, I can say the same because we see now with the Linares fight, he was a little wobble, so he had to get his bearings. But once he did get his bearings, he started punching again. With Ryan, as we seen he got on the front foot and started letting that big left hook fly. So he wants to do it. Is he as skilled and as savvy as Bud? Absolutely not. Let me just say this real
That
quick. Salute to the family.
yep.
The Tavern pulling up. My the Mad Chess salute. Curtis Robinson cooking with us. Appreciate everybody in the building. Let me bring in Coach Eddie. Coach Eddie, how you feeling today? Waste made. We got fights, man. I need your predictions.
Oh man, I'm ready, man. I'm ready for the fights, man. By this time tomorrow, it's gonna be on and popping. I'm
Yeah.
also excited for the undercard, man. Well, a little bit later, but man, I'm ready, bro. I'm still sticking with my pick, Brian Norman. I went back and watched some Devin Haney fights last night. I watched the Lomachenko fight, and one thing that I noticed that I didn't notice at the time was just Devin he was gigantic in that fight against Lomachenko. It looked like somebody
Weight
playing with their
bullies.
little brother, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one reason why Devin has always dominated and was willing to let his hands go because he was so much bigger than everybody that he fought. I mean, it looked like a middleweight fighting a lightweight. I mean, the size was freaking crazy. The height, the weight, everything. He was just a much bigger guy than Lomachenko. So yeah, you're always going to be confident when you're first of all you're faster, you're bigger. You're already good as crap anyway. You're a very good boxer, so of course you're going to have a lot of confidence when you fight these smaller guys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just the physical dimensions are going to make you have a lot of confidence. Now I'm saying, I think we wouldn't be having it wouldn't be so many question marks if Devin would have really went out there and just like really, really did a number on Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? It probably would have been the other way. Like if Devin went out there, if he'd have went out there and cooked Ramirez, I think Devin would have probably been a 3-1 favorite right now. You know, he probably would have been like a minus 400. But I think a lot of people are basing their picks off of what happened the last fight, how he was unwilling to let his hands go and how he performed his last fight. I know a lot of people saying, well, he was just trying to get to the bag. You know, we all know all the talking points. But I think that's why this fight is so tight. Is that the way Devin performed, also with the way that Brian Norman been knocking out these past three opponents, how he looked. It's a combination of everything. Was why this fight is so tight right now, and just all the build up, the antics. You know, the two dads going back and forth in the media, and this fight has been marinating for 4 months. You know, and they announced this fight early, so it's been a lot of dialogue, a lot of debates going on, a lot of back and forth, a lot of everything, a lot of advice. You know, Devin should fight this way, Norman should fight this way. You know, Devin Haney has a dedicated YouTube channel that are dedicated to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say they're on the payroll. I'm just saying that they're dedicated to him, dedicated supporters. You can take it. You can take that how you want to take it. But at the end of the day,
All right, coach.
I got Norman.
Okay, you
Larry
still got
Bird is a
Norm.
fraud.
So let me say this: 3 o'clock. The fights will be kicking off 3 p.m. Eastern. So if you're on the West Coast, that's 12. And y'all already know how to do it, man. Wherever y'all at. So it's kicking off, baby. I'm ready. I'm excited.
Yeah,
Listen, I woke
we
up
here
early
now.
today. Yeah, we here. Like I woke up early today when I seen that the waste was made and everything went through smooth. I instantly got excited. I was thankful that we didn't have any hiccups because really these is all our American fighters. We got Benavidez, Haney, Norman, Bam, Abdullah. So all of
Yep.
our Vito, like our guys is going across seas. This is Bam's first time fighting out of the USA and Mexico. He fought a couple times in Mexico. He said that's a drive. That's nothing. This is Bam's first time fighting in Riyadh. He's never
Yes,
fought in
sir.
Japan. As you know, in the smaller weights and anything. So that's kind of crazy to even hear he's never fought in Japan. And he never had to it. He was with Eddie. So it is what it is. But and I'm sure Eddie paid him handsomely not to sign with Tekken or Mr. Honda. You feel me? Salute to the family. T Hill pulling up. Hey, okay. So let me ask you this, Coach Eddie. What's gonna be the post fight excuses? Let the people know, like, what kind of excuses are we gonna hear post fight after these matchups, man? We already know if Devin get a knockdown, they're gonna be calling Snack Pack. They're gonna be calling Victor from the grave. Rest in
Nah,
peace.
we can't. Nah, we can't do that, man. No
Talk to
excuses.
him, coach.
Both guys made weight. Both guys look phenomenal. I know both guys are gonna look good on the scale. So there's no there's no
But
excuses on
but
any of these cards, man.
OG,
Any of them.
I know you ain't gonna have excuses. He's talking about what everybody else is gonna say.
Oh,
We
I
know
got
there's
you.
gonna
I
What they
be
gonna
got you.
say?
excuses.
Yeah, what
Nah,
they
we
gonna
know
say?
we don't have no
Yeah, okay,
excuses,
I
coach.
feel
They
you. I
get in the
feel
ring,
you.
it is what it is.
Yeah,
You feel me?
they probably going to say, anytime an athlete is connected with snack, you already know they're gonna
So let
they're
me ask
gonna
you this. Let me ask you it this way,
they're gonna
Coach
look
Eddie.
at you under scrutiny, man.
Brian Norman Jr. stops Devin Haney. Is that your prediction, or you got Norman Jr. by decision?
That is a good question. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna say TKO. I'm not gonna say a knockout code. I'm saying I got him by
Yeah.
TKO stoppage.
Hey, coach, that's what I got too. Because in reality, in
Don't
if Devin wasn't the A side, I think in that fight against Ryan, the ref might have stopped it.
listen.
You feel me?
Don't let it be a UK
The ref might have stopped it.
a ref stoppage. Cause hey, listen. He better be out on his feet, or all hell gonna break loose. They gonna be like, y'all robbed Haney.
It go both
Y'all,
ways too, though. It go both ways. If they stop it early, if they stop it for Haney, because we
if
got to
yeah,
figure out.
yeah,
He's the bigger star, though. If you look at Turkey and how they got it set up, he don't want to sign the 36, the 12,
Now, I
$36 million
also want to say
deal.
this too.
yeah.
I
He
want to
hates
say
on.
that
He got
I
another
would
fight lined
not
up.
be I wouldn't be surprised if Norman got wobbled and possibly even dropped in his fight. I
Hold on,
Nah, me
coach.
I
That's
wouldn't
neither.
that's some good money right there.
Me
I wouldn't
neither.
be surprised. But even if he does, I'm still gonna say because I think that Devin can punch. I know see that's what they do with narratives. They try to
Yo,
push these
coach,
narratives. Say
I can
what?
see it now, man. Norman Jr. getting wobbled, getting dropped. You know what I'm saying? He like looking at the ref, looking at him, checking to see if he okay, and the ref like, nah,
Nah. I don't think they definitely can't do that. But that would be
Yo,
some that
yo,
Listen,
would
you
be
know
some
you seen
buggery
it
right
coach,
before.
there,
Have you
man.
seen it before? Yes or no, coach?
Yeah,
man,
I
listen,
have seen that, but I
coach.
think that Devin, I
He
think that
like,
Devin
I
could
don't
punch,
see.
man.
I
I
don't
think
think.
Hey, I gotta follow the
That'd be
hustle
funny.
because they invested in Devin. You feel me? They invested in Devin. So if they trying to protect Devin at all costs, then he'll get them decisions like that. I'm not putting that on him, but I can't where I'm just following the money. I think he got 12 million for this fight. I think Brian Norman Jr. got three. I don't know. I ain't got no official numbers. That's just what I heard. So I ain't sticking to that. But it looked like that's the numbers. You feel me? And they talking about a 3-fight deal. Devin got over there where we got. You feel me? So that's where be my issue where the refs can come in on a 12 round decision too. But I agree with you, coach. My thing is I think Devin he had power, and I think he's got power at 147. He looks like he put the weight on right. That's my thing. That's why I'm not taking that away from him. That's why when you say I think he could hurt that Brian Norman, I think so. I think the young boy, I think Devin's training that hard. If he land and he's got IQ and accurate boxing to be able to land some hard shots. I think he's gonna land that. I'm sure he's gonna land. Let me see that right to the body. He's gonna land that right to the body behind the jab. You feel me? He's gonna land some power shots. You feel me? Now it's gonna be how
But he
Norman
ain't
can
gonna land
eat
that
him.
left hook. He ain't gonna land that left hook to the body.
I didn't. Well, he might. I just named one. I just named one because I don't know what he looks like at
His
this weight. He
weight.
might. Right,
Now,
his weight. You feel me?
the face off after the ceremonial is gonna be key to kind of see like after their rehydration because they
Yeah.
at this point they will probably have about 10 hours.
10. Yeah. Yeah. And 10 pounds at least on him.
Yeah, and
5 to 10
it's
pounds.
no restriction. So listen, when they if they try to get it, they're gonna try to get an eye on where he's at, but he'll probably turn the scale off or something. You never know. Who knows? But I did see that his name is in with the other promoters, so he's listed as a promoter for this event.
Who,
Shout out to
Devin
Devin.
Haney?
Uh huh.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. No, Devin
I
Haney
was actually
promotion.
gonna put out a report, but I didn't have it confirmed because I don't know what Benavidez is getting. But it's like I think Devin may be getting the highest purse on this card. But
Yeah.
I'm a see
See, the
about
thing
it
is, I don't be knowing
because he
people
was
because
locked in with
anywhere we
Ryan.
hear it, we don't
He
never
he
get real
signed a three
numbers.
fight right, but the reports saw he had a 3-fight, $36 million deal.
Yeah.
So he was, and the two, and Ryan's name was on the second and third fight, so that's why it was so much guaranteed money. But Ryan fell out; they kept the money the same. You know what I'm saying? But he just get a tall task in Norman Jr.
And that
So,
says a lot. We got to give Devin credit for that because he went down the list for the biggest names. If you notice, his list was just the biggest names to make the biggest money. They don't care who we want to fight. Listen,
yeah,
we try and shout out to Bill. People don't like Bill, but for me, Bill can't do no wrong in my eyes. Bill convinced Crawford to fight Canelo. So for
yeah.
me, bro, listen, bro, he can't
And
do no wrong. But
he
I
got
look,
his family paid. He got Tunde Ajayi and Anthony Yard. Shout out to them.
yeah,
Shout out to him for
yeah.
putting that in play for them too.
And that's
That's a
what I
big
was gonna
deal.
say at the press conference. He
Mhm.
broke it down. He gave a big shout out to
Listen,
everybody eat. He said, "We trying to get paid. We getting paid now." He said they wasn't trying
nope,
to pay. They was bleeding us dry. You feel me?
nobody's perfect, right? Nobody's perfect. And
I'm perfect.
the the one the one thing that brother when Hardcore met him, he said, man, I'm just promoting my son.
Yeah.
So, some of it, we don't like the angle. Some people don't like the angle because they feel like it's street or it's a little aggressive. But he's doing the best for Devin because Devin literally, I feel like if Devin can win this fight, he's really in a driver's seat at
Yes,
147.
he listen, hold up, let's stop real quick. If Devin wins this fight, let's talk about the accolades. He's three division champion and he's champion at 147, and he arguably might be the best at 147 because Brian Norman Jr. is arguably the best at 147. So if he
Yeah.
wins this fight, he skyrockets into superstardom. Ain't no question about it. Then it's like, look, they got Ryan over here. Now I don't know about Ryan, but even with Barrios, I don't know about Ryan. But if he beats Barrios and then they go for unification at 147, come on, bro. That's big money right there. Like, listen, this is
Yeah.
when like this is we're talking about the bread. He can make himself the face of boxing. Literally, because look how much buzz they created. And shout out to Bill Haney. Shout out to Brian Norman Sr. You got to give all them fathers the credit because they ain't let up on the promotions and how they dance with each other and how they talk with each other. That joint's
Yeah.
all scripted. Just like when they was about the fake fight and all that, they just doing their thing. They laugh into the bank. That's why I love it. They're laughing to the listen. They eclipsed the headliner. Riyadh and Turkey and them are going to have to reassess when this happens whether or not they're going to have to flip cards because it makes no sense that Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney ain't the main in respect to Benavidez, but Yard ain't a fish. You feel me? He ain't as big as or has more accolades than Devin Haney, and Brian Norman
But
is
I'm
the champ.
The main should be Bam and Puma.
Puma,
but
I
Dub,
mean, I hear you. I
hold
you
on.
got to
Let me
blame it
hold,
on Devin
hold
Haney
on,
why it's
coach.
not
we
the
talking
main.
about name
Let me
recognition, though,
say
brother.
this. Hold on, Pierdo. You just
Bam's
said
the
that
best
Bam
fighter.
is getting a third round KO. So that ain't the
Yeah,
main.
yeah, but it's gonna be a barn burner while it lasts
Exactly.
because and like I could be wrong because like
He's
Puma's
going
really
body
good,
poke.
but
Yeah, he is.
Bam is on another level, bro. And he's been
Yeah,
like building up. But not just like the best fight or possibly the best fighter on the card, but like none of these guys are like uber popular, bro. Ain't Bam ain't overly more popular than David. David ain't more popular than Bam. Devin ain't more popular
nah,
than you
Devin's
get what I'm
more
saying?
popular than
They're
all
all
of them,
around.
bro. Nah,
I don't
no, they're
think so.
not. They're
Devin is
not.
more
I don't
popular
think
than all
so.
of them, but
Because
let me
of
bring BBO
Ryan
in,
and
Blake.
because of you feel me, all that other stuff. Like I'm just
Yeah,
being like when you look at it, we're not the best fighter on there is Bam. You feel me? If you're a
Yeah,
hardcore
no,
fan, you
I
know
agree.
all of them. You look at the tape. You feel me? But it's like, hey, the biggest who fought with the biggest numbers, I think with Ryan and them, as far as everybody on this card, is Devin. And that's just the facts. I'm not trying to, I don't want to make this argument because I'm a Devon fan, but I'm like, hey, when you look at the name recognition now, when you look at who's, been with Riyadh earlier, David Benavidez, and then, where his ceiling is at as far as where he can be, he might be the rise to the biggest Sparta earliest. But he
hey,
gotta get
Blake is.
Duvall,
Let
he
me
gotta
run
get
this.
Benavidez.
Let me run
Yeah.
this because they already Bam told you who the best fighter on the card is.
Other than yourself, who's the best fighter on this card?
Abdullah Mason on the card, so no, he definitely be putting in work, so him.
Cool. Probably Devin Haney, I suppose.
Oh, that's a good question.
Bam, he always displays his amazing skills.
That's hard. I say Devin Haney.
It's between Haney and Bam Bam, I think.
David Benavidez creo que es el mejor boxeador.
Benavidez versus Yard, I feel like that's going to be a great fight.
Devin Haney's really good. Bam Bam Rodriguez, Abdullah Mason.
And Haney and Norman is also going to be a great fight. I can't give you one person.
Other than myself, that's a good question because I love Benavidez. I love Bam. Man, this is a great card. I got to go Bam.
This is why this is a night of champions because all of us are great champions in our own.
But the boxers always do that, bro.
Cam
And
J.
I want to say something real quick.
Go ahead.
I want to say something. Let me say something real quick. The reason why Devin Haney is not the and Norman's not the main event because of what happened in New York. They're not going to take a chance because that would be a goddamn walkout bout.
It was already set up that way, Coach. Come on.
No,
Let me bring in BBO.
bro. Devin did it to himself, man. He pretty stunk it up, dog.
Come on the
Hey,
face
man,
off.
ain't nobody finna. No, I ain't finna do that. He stunk the joint up, dog. Ryan Garcia stunk it up. They stunk it up, man. That freaking New York City card was trash from top
I
to
see what you're
bottom,
saying.
man.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Hey, Coach, I agree with you. And it was so bad and atrocious that Devin still got the name recognition with that BS. Like real talk, I just look back. Devin only did less than single digits in every round. He didn't land
I'm
under
not
10
taking the
punches
chance,
in
brother.
every round.
He's on the co-main event until he prove otherwise. If I
Yeah,
got a
you're
chance
right.
to have Yard and David Benavidez, somebody that I know, that I don't have to
Coach, hold
guess.
on. Let me ask you this then, Coach.
Yeah, you're
Devin
right.
Haney
You're
wins
right.
this fight. Is he not a
Yeah.
pay per view attraction? Is he not? Is he, anybody he fights next? You gonna pay $60, $80 for?
Man, I ain't bought a pay per view since Mayweather Pacquiao, man. No, I'm not paying for nothing. Absolutely not. I'm not getting robbed no more. No, sir.
The stars, man, the stars. They can't get it. They can't get the dollars up out you, man. Let me bring BVO in. What's going on, BVO?
Hey man, what's going on, brother? How you feeling?
Man, we everything is great, man. Listen, we need your predictions, man. We need the full fight predictions, and then what's gonna be the excuses after the fights, man? What they gonna be saying after the fights?
Here come the pickle pulling.
I can't get my and shout out to whoever said that. Shout out to the whole doghouse, man, for helping out with that, man. Shout out to the doghouse. I can't give my predictions, but I'll tell you this, man. It's a great card, and I think it's gonna be nice, and I can't wait to see what happens, man. Only prediction I can give you is that Cleveland's in the house, and we're gonna do it again. Shout out to my man Abdullah Mason.
Yeah,
uh, Making the city proud. Young brother, man. I know they live in Houston now, but we still love them, man. Shout out to the East Side. Shout out to Kinsman. Shout out to Ashbury. They from over that way. So salute to them brothers, man. But the
word.
thing I want to say is that Devin might be the most recognizable guy on the card, but that means nothing, man. At the end of the day, Devin got some work to do. He know that. Everybody that's real know that. He got some work to do. And whatever happens with him and Brian, it's gonna be a great card, man. I just can't wait to see it, to tell you the truth, because we usually don't get these cards. We haven't think about this. We ain't had a card like this since '94 when James Tony fought Roy Jones. I know a lot of guys just started watching boxing this year, but we haven't really had a 50-50 fight like this where the guys are young since really Roy and James Tony did it for us back in the day. So salute to them young brothers for doing it, man. And I think it's a travesty that the dads did so much talking. It's good for the fight, but man, at some point, Devin Haney got to learn how to open his mouth and talk for himself. And the same thing is with Brian. They look like mermen up there. I'm thinking like, and I know how it is when you with your dad, you don't do a lot of talking because your dad is the guy. But they can't do
Yeah.
that on this level, man. They can't just be all what daddy say. No, no, not at this level.
They focus on making that weight. All the weights is made. Everybody made weight. BVO. What's your thoughts? What's gonna happen in the Norman Jr. Devin Haney matchup?
Uh, I can't get my prediction, but I think it's gonna be a great fight. And I just think, I think at the end of the day, it's just one of the fights we've been waiting on, man. So I'm just excited about it, man. I'll tell you that much. And you know what? I like that Devin was around there bouncing around like a bunny rabbit. I like how he did that. It kind of threw a lot of people off because, Devin is usually really professional and don't do that kind of stuff. So that was great. And you see my man B Norman even have a haircut. So they ready to go. They ready to go. Let's get it.
He on,
I want to
hey,
see
he on no
somebody
shade, no
bleed.
real.
I want to see somebody bleed on this card. Somebody's mouth or head got to get opened up so I can get my money's worth. That's all I say.
Yeah. So, man, it's gonna be interesting, man. I'm looking forward to that. They're about to do the ceremonial weigh-ins, so we about to gear up, man.
Did y'all see Devin was the heavier guy? That was kind of funny to see
Yeah.
that. He did all that talking. Oh, he might not mug weight. I knew Brian, itty bitty guy, man. Brian gonna make that weight for years to come. That's easy money for Norman Jr. What are you about 5'7", 5'6"? He gonna make that weight for a long time.
Yeah, man. Everybody backtracking, man. Some people had Norman. Now they got Haney. Some people got Haney. Now they got Norman. Based on what they say, nervous energy. Man,
Yeah.
listen. It's gonna come down to how these guys perform on the night, and the way I see it, if Devin's the bigger man and he's himself 100%,
Hmm.
it's gonna be a long night for Junior.
Hey
He gonna
man,
be he gonna be because Devin gonna be able to get out of range and he gonna be able to shoot that jab. If Norman Jr. can close the distance and land big shots, then of course he gonna get the stoppage. But
yeah, Devin scared me. I mean, Brian scared me a little because he work on cars all day, man. So them dudes that work on cars and move engines and transmissions out of cars, they strong, man. That's my only fear. I think Norman's gonna be strong in that fight. That's the one thing I'm worried about. Cause remember how you flipped that security? He hip tossed the security guard over his like that. Come on, man. That's got to be careful with them strong country dudes, man. Unless you got a mo bottle to keep them down, you know what I mean. So I just think Devin got to be
Do
careful
you
with that country nigga, man. That's my one thing.
do you feel like Norman Jr. has the skill set to stop Devin Haney?
I don't know. A guy that offensive, it's kind of impressive how he fights because he's so offensive. It's almost like a makes up for his defense. It's just the only thing is some of those punches that he take chances on, like Sushi Roll and the other guy, them Devin's not gonna walk right to you like they did. That's the only
Right.
thing. Devin's not gonna let you just say, "Oh, I'm gonna let you tee off him." He's not gonna do that. We know you can punch. You know, you hire dudes
Hey,
like
what
Brian
about
on
the
and to do side to do car fixing stuff, man. Come on, man. That brother can change the engine. That's a strong dude right there.
Word. 1000%. Now, with the Abdullah Mason fight, man, is this gonna be his coming out party? Are you expecting him to get have a great performance and then, pretty much take over Cleveland and Ohio?
I think he just, to be honest with you, man, 3 of these fights out of the 4 is people already know what's gonna happen. To just be totally honest, so this fight is super overmatched. I look back at Sam Notes. Yeah, he been beating people dead, but the people he been beating dead was already half dead when he got him. So you talking about Abdullah Mason? He full of that chicken and mild sauce from Cleveland. He gonna hurt this dude. He gonna hurt this dude. But
Mm.
let me get to this mini man. Salute to my brother B3, man, and definitely salute to the Sports Talk Network. We on to something, y'all.
Appreciate my brother BVO pulling up, man. The Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. We working, man. Curtis Robinson in the building, Dank in the building. Hey, we cooking right now. Um, Curtis Robinson says, as long as Norman stick to the game plan, he should be fine. Yeah, yeah, we gonna see, man. I think Coach Eddie got Norman Jr. He said he got Norman Jr. Winning this fight. Blaze, you got Norman Jr. winning this matchup too.
hey, what about the Cuevas fight?
That was a
People
dominant
don't talk
performance. Yeah,
about the Cuevas.
but the only thing about Cuevas is that he was so inactive. So that's why I'm like, he kind of seemed like he wasn't 100% prepared. That's the only thing. But he definitely put on a dominated performance. But Quaybase was like, hold on, man, y'all ain't tell me this dude was punching like this. He was probably getting about 60, 70,000. He probably was like, I'm good. Hold on, let me see. Okay, Curtis Robinson got Norman winning. That's lit. Okay, lock. Yeah. Weighing is starting. I'm about to turn it on. I'm about to turn it on now.
Yeah, it's showtime, man.
Hey, Coach,
You better.
is this one of the most exciting fights that you can remember? Probably since is it more exciting to you than Crawford Canelo because these are young guys in their prime?
Oh yeah, yeah. That Crawford Canelo fight, man. It didn't have the buzz. To me, it didn't. I know the world wanted to say it. To me, that fight more had like a commercial crossover type appeal. Cause I ain't never cared for Canelo, never. So when he fight, I don't even care. I just tune in to see him lose. You know what I'm saying? I don't care nothing about that. I care absolutely nothing about Canelo Alvarez. So I just basically just watch and see if Bud could get the job done. But this fight right here, the way the father done built it up, and the thing about it, you got two guys. Not only that, I'm interested. I like David Benavidez too. I like to see him fight too, because I know he gonna bring it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm excited about this fight. I think because the way everybody been building it up, man. The YouTube channels, man. They've been really talking about this fight, man. The channel that I go to, that I visit. So I think the promotion, the channel's been really pumping this fight up, man, which got everybody intrigued and really want to know what's going on. Not only that, it's been so much trash talk between the two camps, man. So now somebody got to eat crow. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
everybody,
1000%. Hey, coach.
yeah, yeah,
I can't wait till after this fight.
bruh.
Either way,
Somebody had to
hey, this
go into
gonna be
hiding, bro. That's all I'm gonna
hilarious.
say. See,
Yeah,
I don't have to go into hiding. I can pop right back out.
yeah.
All I can say, hey man, the better man won.
Yep.
But these other jokers that been standing 10 toes down and doing 35, going crazy over their favorite fighter,
Yeah, man.
them the one. Them the one that's gonna be eating all that crow, man, and not on that, both fathers too. Whichever father lose,
Oh,
it ain't gonna look
it,
good. They
nah.
gonna have to
Well, let
catch it.
me just say this. I'm gonna bring free in Coach Eddie, but I think it depends on how they lose as well. It depends on how the fight plays out. If both guys give a valiant effort, but Norman Jr. get a decision or Devin get a decision, then I feel like they'll probably, if it's a great fight, a fan friendly fight, we may get a rematch. I don't think you got to go into hiding for that. But if somebody gets stepped on, if somebody gets stopped, now we looking at yeah, you gonna be getting clown roasted. The memes is gonna be going crazy. Like
Yes,
it's gonna be nuts.
and I'm gonna tell you one more thing. I know I'm gonna let the other brother cook. I think that the build up has been somewhat toxic between the fathers, and that's what it is. I don't think that the fathers. I think the fighters will be gracious in defeat or victory, but the fathers they ain't. They're gonna be gloating like they did it, and
Oh, it's gonna
that's where
be.
the issue's
But
gonna lie
see,
at.
here's the situation. I'm hoping that it can be. I see what you're saying, Coach, but hopefully it can be respect shown publicly. That's what you got to do. Because, like, when Norman Jr. did after he stopped Sasaki, they thought it was very respectful, commendable. It was like being gracious as a winner. Now, if you win, you want to, and I mean, if you lose, you don't want to be a sore loser, right? So, like, you really kind of want to, the winning team is going to have to be like, okay, and the losing team is they both gonna have to make an agreement like we gonna dap each other up, win, lose, or draw. You was the better man, because they got to do that for the world stage. They got to do that for the world stage. I just because you already know when we get together, they want to say we can't work together, we can't come together and make money. These guys is Norman Jr. is getting his biggest payday, and possibly this could be Devin's biggest payday. You never know. So that's something to commend these guys for being two father son duos that was able to do good business and make millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like, if either one of these, like, think about this respectfully. If either one of these dudes get knocked out, um, they're gonna be all right. They're young, so they're gonna have millions of dollars, and then they still are gonna be on a big stage more than likely their next fight. Roman Villa got stopped right after Boots, and he's about to get a main event today on Pro Box. You see what I'm saying? So didn't know, I wouldn't write neither fighter off. Neither both of these guys will be back, and I think both of these guys will be champion again. You know what I mean? Now, if it's like if Devin Haney has a tough fight like he did against Ryan, then that may be a different story because Brian Norman Jr. hasn't taken a punishment back to back. So Devin would have to be able to withstand punishment at 54 or 47. And that's gonna be he's gonna have to find a real favorable matchup moving forward. If he takes a lot of punishment from Norman Jr. So they believe in that Haney's gonna be able to swim without getting wet for real. They think he gonna be able to bounce to a decision. I know TD got Devin by decision, you know. So we gonna see. I know Remo got Norman Jr. by stoppage. Let's Talk Fashion said, shout out to my brother Remo. He said Speedy is definitely blackball. Hey, he still ain't getting a fight. Yeah, I mean, It's unfortunate, man. What happened to Speedy Rashidi? It's unfortunate, man. They should have. You had it. Okay, Blaze. Okay, Blaze said he lost connection. Okay, let me see you back, Blaze.
I'm
I
back
got
now.
free.
I'm back now.
Let me get an audio check, free.
Yo,
Log, man. So we in the building. All right. So they about to start the ceremonial weigh-ins. Free. Everybody made weight. I need your predictions for these matchups going into tomorrow. Who do you see winning these fights? These 4 fights, and what's gonna be the excuses post fight, man? Because we already done heard if Devin get a knockdown or anything, people gonna be like, wait, you know what I'm saying? It's the weight, it's snack.
yeah. Starting with the first one, I think Adula Mason going to get a seventh round stoppage. Um,
Mm,
I think Bam Rodriguez might end up getting an early round stoppage. He might get a stoppage before the fifth round because this dude look like he's going to try to press Bam Rodriguez, and so he might get caught with something. Um,
yeah.
the co-main, I got Devin winning by slight unanimous decision. I think it's going to be like 7 rounds to 5. Um, I think David Benavidez is going to get a ninth round stoppage.
Mm,
And like I said, this is just what I believe. And this ain't nothing set in stone. These guys still got to go in there and perform. This is just what I believe from what I've been observing and the style of fighters of these individuals that's matched up. Um, I think Brian Norman he's gonna surprise a lot of people, but I think the experience of Devin Haney is gonna prevail in the long run. Um, but I wouldn't be surprised if Brian Norman pulls that out. I think with the main event, I think Anthony Yard, his best bet is to catch David Benavidez early. If he doesn't, Anthony Yard gasses out in the second half of the fight, and we know that's when David Benavidez usually is at his strongest, is the second half of the fight. Um, and like I said, with the Bam Rodriguez, I think his opponent is going to press Bam Rodriguez, and Bam Rodriguez is gonna probably catch him with something early and stop him early. With the Adula Mason, I just think Adula Mason's skills and his length and his boxing ability is going to be a little bit too much for Sam Notes. I don't think Sam Notes has faced anybody with the dimensions of and the skill level of Adula Mason. I think Adula Mason faced people similar to Sam Notes, um, but I just think Adula Mason is the better fighter. So that's the reason why I picked the way I picked.
man, shout out to you, free. I'm putting you in. I'm putting it down right now. Hold on, let me give you the. I ain't do it exact. Hold on, let me see. All right, so we took Devin Haney money line, Abdullah Mason 5 through 8. That's plus 330 right now on FanDuel.
Mm-hmm.
Bam Rodriguez is plus 310 1 through 6. And then David Benavidez is plus 155 7 through 12. So you getting plus money on everything but Devin. I took him money line, but if you take Devin by decision, let me see what Devin is by decision. That's plus 115. Okay, so you get plus money on that. So that's nice. So that full leg parlay, $10 will win you $955. I mean $956. It's a plus 9,500, plus 9,565.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't bad. Devin decision, David 7 through 12, Bam Rodriguez 1 through 6, and then Abdullah Mason 5 through 8. That's a great play. That ain't bad.
For $10?
For $10, win 1,000.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's
because
a
they got the
scratch
plus. Because
ticket, man.
they Yeah, because they got the nice plus money. You get Abdullah 5 through 8 at plus 330. Then you get Bam 1 through 6 plus 310. So even if you don't believe in Devin, you take Devin out, $10 will win you 439 on David 7 through 10, Jesse 1 through 6, and then Abdullah 5 through 8.
Yeah, you can
You
mix it
can't
up in
beat
there.
it. You can take Devin
Can't
out
beat
and
it.
just enjoy that fight and run with the cause the only thing is that let me see what Abdullah is 1 through 6. That's probably good money too. But that's on but Free says 7. He thinks Sam gonna make it to the second half. And that's with the odds, how it pretty much work out is you gotta take it 1 through 6 or 7 through 12.
Yep,
Hmm.
Yeah,
yep.
I think man, Sam might take it. But what I will say is that Abdullah Mason is special, man. There's
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
fighters you just see, even when he got dropped them 2 times, you can tell whoever the dude that was fighting. I mean, they came prepared to sell out on just trying to get him out of there, and he made the adjustment. And it was a learning lesson for him that he got out of the system early. But he's sharp and he's strong, and with his frame, he gonna move up in weight. So he's gonna be pretty dominant
Hmm.
at 135. So. Sam Noakes, I done seen a little bit of his tape and all of that. And I mean, he could box his
Is
way
he
into
gonna
later
take them
rounds.
punches? Is he gonna
That's the
take them
thing. That's the thing.
punches?
Can if he boxes, he can probably get to the later rounds and make Abdullah Mason work towards getting significant strikes in. But it's like, from what we've seen with the tape, I think it's the level competition. So I think that's the thing where I'm looking forward to, this is Abdullah Mason's highest level of competition right now. You feel me? I don't think there's a debate with that. And so let's see what he looks like this. If he handled his business right here, oh, that's gonna be a problem because then you gotta look at the landscape of
Yeah.
135. And with Shakur going up to 140, it's like, look, who's really better than him at 135 if he handles his business right now? You got Maratula, you got who else got the belts down there? You got Tank holding on to a belt, we don't know what he's gonna do. Um, where is the other belt? I'm missing.
Yeah. It's not a lot of competition at 135
Exactly.
right now. Especially if Shakur stays at 140 and if Tank Davis doesn't come back down to 35 or come back to 35, I should say. If these both those guys move out of the division, it's it's a free fall for Abdullah Mason because I mean, who you got?
Yeah,
You
he
got
could be
Kid
undisputed.
Austin. Yeah, you got Kid Austin. You got Zapata, and then after that, you like, okay, who else is there?
He could be undisputed at 135. There's a pathway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because after Kid Austin is Zapata, it ain't really nobody else there that we
Yeah.
looking at right now. I'm trying to think, and I can't think of anybody right now.
Cruz, Andy Cruz,
Good
depending on
job.
how
Oh
Yeah,
you
the
look at
yeah,
it
Mad
though.
Chad.
yeah,
Salute Mad Chad. Andy Cruz for
yeah,
sure.
I forgot about Andy Cruz. Yeah, you got Andy
You feel
Cruz and
me?
Raymond Maratana. I forgot about them.
They fighting
Yeah,
January 24th, if I'm not mistaken.
exactly. So we about to solve that puzzle right there. You feel me?
Yeah, you got those two guys, and then that's it. That's the
I
cream of the
think,
crop right there. Adula, Kid Austin, Williams Zapata, Andy Cruz, Raymond Maratana, and that's outside of Tank Davis and Shakur. We don't know what they're going to do in the future. We don't know if Tank Davis coming back.
yeah.
And we don't know if
Yep.
Shakur is going to come back down. He might get up to 40 and say, "I feel more comfortable here." So that's if
And then
those
you
two
got the
guys
top
move
rank.
up.
You got the top rank in-house fights
Yeah. So yeah.
too,
Yeah.
because Andy
He
Cruz more.
pretty
See
much
what
got
I'm
a
saying? So you can get unification.
I mean, he pretty much got a free path to undisputed because I think Raymond Murtaugh is a solid opponent. I think Eddie Cruz is a solid opponent. I think Kid Austin and Williams Zepeda are both solid opponents as well. But I just think Abdullah Mason is better than all of them. I think Abdullah Mason is better than all of them. He has power. He has the boxing ability. He has defense. Um, so I mean, I think the only person that might give Abdullah Mason some problem is probably Andy Cruz. If I'm being honest, Andy Cruz is probably the only one. And maybe you could say Raymond Maratana, but after what I saw with Seven Farmer, I don't know so much. I don't know about Raymond Maratana so much.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
how much he said Ray Ford at 135. Yeah, nah, Ray Ford is at
You got
still
130.
130.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
130.
I'm hoping somebody will. I'm hoping he can get a shot at that WBA if Lamont Roach gonna drop it. Because Lamont Roach right now he's about to fight Pitbull for the 140 belt. They possibly that'll even be a full title here, depending on what happened with Sabril. So right now it's an interim. So if he wins that at 140, I highly doubt he go back to 130. But we only got a couple weeks, so we'll see. December
Well,
6th, December 6th, that's gonna be a big fight weekend too.
it look
Yes,
like it's
indeed.
going to be another vacant belt at 140.
Yeah. Well, what I think they got the interim on the line. So that's the controversy right now. They trying to everybody's positioning. They don't want m- Turkey, the ring. They don't want Dawn Smith to be left out in the cold and miss out on the opportunity. And with Pitbull Cruz being the interim champion at 140 for the WBC, they're trying to position they want to, get that belt pretty much. They want to be elevated to full champ if Sabril gets stripped. So it's gonna be interesting to
Yeah.
see how this play out.
Yeah, and so he
Yeah,
popped for Osterine, huh?
yeah. He
Yeah,
he
And
fell
same
for
stuff with
Oscar.
Ryan, huh?
Did the B
yeah.
sample come back yet?
No, they haven't did the B sample yet. I think they
All
said
right.
he has up to 10 days to request it.
All right, we're gonna have to hold off then.
So it's like I think, and then like Hannah was saying, I was hearing Santa saying, I can't say verbatim, but something about you never know. You may not, they may want you not to get it tested, or they may like say, don't get it. So somebody having his team, they may work something out behind the scenes where they don't, he just take it on the chin or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But it's just unfortunate because we was expecting that Dalton Smith Sabril fight, and now that fight is falling out, and we gonna see what's gonna happen with Dalton. I mean, he may have to fight Poyo,
Mm.
which is I don't know. I don't like that fight for Dalton. Nah,
And you know what? I was planning
that's a
on
way different fight.
I was planning on going to New York for that fight. Well, glad I ain't make no plans yet.
That is a good point. Everybody was thinking. Yeah, you was thinking. I think BVO was saying he was gonna go there, but I think they still keeping that same date for Shakur Tio. Possibly. I think that's them. That's what they were saying. So we got to see, man. It's a lot up in the air right now. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
moving
lot.
around. Things are shifting.
What's going to be after this weekend, man? 147. People going to say 147 is really popping. If Devin can get the win, and set up and look to set up the unification with the winner of Mark Barrios Ryan, people gonna be extremely like high on 147. It's gonna turn
God
really. It's gonna
dang.
shift. Everything gonna shift real
I
quick.
forgot to drop that damn video. God damn it. I was supposed to drop that video for about Ryan fighting Mario Barrios. I'll drop it later.
Yeah, you gotta get that content. It's mandatory. You right. I gotta put in the time and do my thing too. Um, let me see where I want to go with it. Right. Oh, right now, I'm still watching the weigh-ins. It's the preliminary fights. Abel Sanchez's fighter is weighing in now. Muhammad Alakel, 131.6. So Muhammad Alakel, man, they think he's gonna be they're trying to push him to be a prospect. Um, I mean, he's with the right team, man. You know, he got Abel Sanchez, he got Turkey and Rick Reno, all these guys supporting him. So we'll see what he can do. Let me see if it's a line on his fight. So let me ask you this, Blaze. Like what's with this fight, right?
Which one?
And specifically the Benavidez and Yard. Like, what's the chances? What chance you give Yard in this matchup, man, in this main event? Like, how's looking to you?
I don't. I don't. I think Benavidez is pound for pound for a reason. And I just think
Mm.
with his reach advantage and how he box, I don't see a pathway to victory for Yard. I think Benavidez is that good. That's just my opinion. Because like I said, he's setting himself up to, he want to fight all the names. You feel me? You got Better BF, you got Bivol, you go up, you got Jai Opataya. Like he has an opportunity. Shout out to the Benavidez family too. I was gracious enough to be able to go to their compound, and they had an amateur event with a whole bunch of young fighters, including the camp. With some kids that I run with that do their thing. And so, I think David Benavidez is really approaching this and handling this business, and really putting himself in position to really, contend with another pound for pound fighter. So this just respectfully. I'm not taking nothing away from Yard, but we seen Yard. We see how Yard, can lose. There's a pathway to him to lose. There's no blueprint to beat David Benavidez. My thing would be, how does he get around the reach? And then how does he be able to go 12 rounds if need be, when he gets into the deep end with David Benavidez? Them is my questions, and I just don't see nothing. I don't see Yard being able to do nothing. So that's just my thoughts.
Mm. Shout out to Vito, man. Vito was coming up. I see him. He with Ronnie Shields. He got a version of the WBO at 160. So, man, listen. The guy, his opponent was feisty. It was chippy. Vito got that sense of fear God on. Yeah, Vito, he with the right team, man. Ronnie Shields, a great trainer and a veteran trainer. His opponent looked ready, man. 159.6, Momona.
Look in shape.
Yeah, this brother, yeah, he definitely he looks like he ready for you, Vito. I'm about to watch some highlights on this guy. Nah, yeah, Vito definitely stay active. Come on now, it's the sport of boxing. Like, see, he's in a position where he's connected to all the right people. Yeah, and Vito, and see, people are not gonna shy away from that Vito fight because Vito been beaten and he's been in really close fights.
Facts.
So
Yo,
he
I
gonna
heard you
get fight.
talking about the yard fight, man. I think, man, that's gonna be a good scrap, brother. I got that fight going the distance, man. I don't see David stopping Anthony Yard.
I think
He
it goes
might,
the
he may.
distance too, but I don't think Yard's going to be able to do nothing with him. That's just my opinion. I ain't taking nothing away from him, no. I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
think that
it's
highly
gonna
of
be.
David Benavidez.
Yeah, David can fight. Don't give me no. David is great. David's a tremendous fighter, man. No doubt about it. I think it's gonna be a good fight, man. I really do. Like I say, both guys have enough holes in their game. There is something that they can definitely exploit each other. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've seen David Benavidez. He'll get greedy sometimes. That's how Morrell was able to catch him with a nice little short. I think a straight left or something. He caught him with something short and it buckled him, stunned him.
But let's not forget,
So
listen, Morrell was nice though. Morrell's nice though. He was one of the
yeah,
ones that they was claiming might have been next.
Morrell's cool, and I was really high on Morrell when he first started, and his last couple of fights, he's shown me that he's immature. He does too much clowning around, too much, like his mind wanders off during the fight. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think Ronnie Shields been kind of expressing some frustration with him in the corner. You've seen that. This guy, he's in there goofing off. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, he's sitting on his canvas. Like with that last fight that he fought, he was in there goofing off when he got dropped. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they can right that shit. I ain't writing the guy off. He's still an undefeated fighter. No, I'm sorry, he's only got one loss. He still got a lot of talent. I think there's a lot of room to grow. He needs to mature a little bit, take his craft a little bit more serious, and stop goofing off in the ring all the time.
Remo, yes, Brandon Lee still box. He had a fight not too long ago. I mean, he was with Frank Warren in Queensbury. Let me see if he got anything scheduled. Let me check it out. Yeah, Brandon Lee is 30-0 with 23 KOs, but he only 26 years of age. 5'10". You know he fighting at welter now. Okay. Yeah, he just fought. Last fought in June, so he went back down to 8 rounds. Dang. I think they're
I
gonna be
see
patient
Vito
with
been
Brandon,
working.
man. They're gonna make him a champion. They're gonna be patient with him.
Yeah. I'm noticing that Vito been working when I go look up his stats.
Talk to us. What you see?
Nah, just he got that one loss, and that was early on in his career. Let me see.
Did he get a
He
draw
got.
in that
Let me
that
see. No, he
fight
don't
for
got a
him?
draw. He's 21-0 with 21-1. Excuse me, with 12 KOs. And he
Oh,
lost
okay. Yeah,
this.
they
And he lost this fight one, two.
nah. He lost that no contest. Was it?
And it was
Did they
like his
change it?
10th fight. Yeah, it
Yeah, they
was a
changed that
majority
kind of for
decision
you.
in 2021. James Martin.
Right, but the no contest. Oh,
Oh
they
yeah, he
there
got a
was a
no
majority
contest.
draw. Yeah, he got that
He
majority
got a no
draw
contest. Yeah, they
versus
got a
Connor
no
Coyle.
contest.
Yeah.
Yeah, no contest in Conor Coyle. Yeah, so
hmm Yeah, I
and it looked
think
like he be
Connor
fighting decent competition. It looked like he been fighting decent competition.
definitely.
They got the boy, Noma. He's from Nigeria, so he's
Sam
really
Noakes
unknown.
coming
He's
out.
undefeated. Well, there you go.
Okay.
He's showing he coming to fight though. One thing about it, he think he the guy. He think he undefeated, and he think he the
Nah,
guy.
they
Ain't he?
saying
What
he
he say?
pretty sturdy. Shakur said he can punch a little bit.
Yeah, he's got knockouts. He's got a high percentage knockouts.
Yeah, he
So I'll
landed on
tell you what it
Shakur, so
is.
that
He's
yeah,
going
he land.
sparring.
You breaking up, Blaze.
I mean, it's sparring, brother. I said, you talking about sparring?
Nah, he hey, I'm talking about Shakur. You
Yeah,
breaking up
sparring
though.
Shakur. Oh, you can't hear
Yeah.
me? Oh no. But what I'm saying is, it's
Oh,
just
you coming in.
sparring. We don't know
What
what
I'm
we don't know
saying
what they
is
was working
that
on.
fair enough, but I'm not seeing anybody and everybody just being able to land on Shakur. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. He
And for
got
him to say, and him to
88%.
say,
Yeah,
come on now.
he got an 88% knockout rate. So that's what I'm saying. He thumped. There's no doubt about it. You know, the proofs and the numbers don't lie. You can just look at that. He's 17-0 with 15 knockouts. Right. So he gonna come to punch.
He seemed pretty confident. He got a lot of fans there.
Yeah. What I'm saying is he think he can win. That's why I like fights like this. He thinks he can win. You know?
He don't know what he don't know. But it's I mean
Yeah. Or like I say,
Abdullah
he's
not
17
really
and
built.
0 with 15 knockouts.
Abdullah looking strong. Abdullah looking in great shape. Ooh, let's
And
go.
he young. That's the thing about
Yeah.
with Abdullah Mason is he's young for that at that weight. He don't gotta struggle like everybody else struggle to get to that weight. You feel me? You see him?
Mm,
He look focused. See him on
yeah. He said, I'm
he look
ready.
focused. There's levels, man. I just think Abdullah Mason's special, man. I think everybody on the card, like he might have some of the most upside as far as, handling his business and being, a future champ.
Let's
If you think like we said, he
go.
stayed at 135. He stayed at 135 and he's a superstar. Go undisputed at 135, he's a superstar. That's about it. He fights so clean.
You
He's everything you want in a
blanking
boxer,
up,
the
Blaze.
power and the boxing.
Oh, you coming through now. Nah, that's right, Curtis. You 100% right. He in great shape. Abdullah's in super great shape.
Yeah, man, Abdullah's gonna catch him.
Sam Noakes all
Abdullah's
excited,
gonna
calling
catch
for
him.
the knockout.
Listen, he been
Sam
knocking
Noakes
people
calling
out.
for
That's
the
what I'm trying to tell
knockout.
you. Hey, he been knocking everybody out. He's supposed to say that.
She had to say grits. That was crazy. So shout out to her, man. When she was talking, when she's in front of the brother, that's all she could think of was him eating some grits. Claudia Trejo, that was crazy. And then Sergio Moore, like, we finna cook. And then Todd Grissom, country ass, like, we cooking. Hey, man, get some black representation, Turkey. What we got going on here? Salute to the family, Blaze, man. Appreciate you, Blaze. Hey, we in here. It's Puma Martinez now. Puma Martinez is about to weigh in. He's doing a lot. I mean, he's doing a lot of moving. It's like he's ready, man. It's like he knows that this is about to be something serious. Let me redrop the link, man. Anybody want to pull up here and cook with me? I'm gonna stay in and lock in for the end of this weigh in. Everybody watching that Jake Paul AJ, huh? Come on, man. You can watch that on the playback. This is where it's at right here. You know, I mean, had big time boxing, man, championship boxing. Curtis Robinson, you giving Puma a chance, or you got Bam stopping him? I think it's gonna be a this gonna be a firefight. I don't know when it's gonna end, but I just see Bam getting a stoppage. But it took him a long time for Kafu because Kafu was doing a lot of moving, boxing, trying to survive, and Bam still caught up to him. I think I don't Fernando, he don't got those same type of wheels. And look, Robert Garcia all smiles, like he just got a big old smile on his face. He know what they about to do. He like, we made the weight. Bam is about to fillet Puma. He's about to fillet Puma. Hey y'all, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be super funny. Yeah, Kafu was moving. I think he got to about the 11th round. That's what I'm saying. Puma a good fighter, but it's just his style, man. He's just really there to be hit. And if Bam wanna touch you to the body, he just get hit too easy, too clean to the body. I think Bam gonna break Puma down. But Puma, man, he really been. I like Puma's game. I like Puma as a fighter. Bam is definitely a technician. He's a technician for sure. Okay, look at Puma, man. Okay, Puma. Hey, muscles don't win fights, Puma. Come on now. Hey, look at Puma Martinez looking strong. Hey, that's Argentinian strong right there. Okay, Puma. Hey, listen. What they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Look at Bam. Lean, trim, s- crazy good shape. Straight up and down. And he gonna run it right down the middle on him. And then he gonna shoot that hook to the body. And then we gonna see, man. We gonna see how many he can land. I mean, I know he gonna land a plenty clean. So Puma gotta be ready, man. Puma got to be ready for this. I wonder if they ever worked together because they seen he walked up on Bam the other day like they had a relationship or something. And Bam didn't push him or nothing. Bam was just like, "What are you doing, bro?" So they may have a relationship. Look, he getting all in Bam face. Puma getting all in Bam face. He gonna headbutt him. Look, he can't even move Bam. He can't even move Bam. Hey, hey, look, Bam is a he ready. Bam, like you ain't even big enough, kid. Ah, look at Puma Martinez, man. Hey, that's what we all been waiting for, man. Crouching Tiger. Let's go, man. Let's go. This is fire. This is what the people want to see, man. Competitive
Yes,
50-50
indeed.
fight to the sport. Hey, look, Curtis said Puma small. He said Bama acquired assassin similar to Abdullah. Shout out to my brother Cam J. You already know. Both of them guys, they ain't gotta do much talking. They're gonna let them
But you
punches
know,
fly.
man, Bam, the most complete fighter on the card, hands down, in my opinion.
Hey, he's been showing it, man. He's been proving it. You know, even when he got knocked down by Strada, he got right back up and got the business.
Yeah, yeah. No, that'd be the one thing about it. One thing about it, man, a lot of greats got knocked down. There's some who haven't, but a lot of
Everybody
them
get
got.
hit. They all get wobble hurt.
Yeah,
Everybody.
yeah.
Come on, it's a fight.
It's part of the sport. You fighting somebody good when it happens. You feel me? You find somebody
Hmm.
across from you that they got two hands too. You know, but
Puma
I think that
Martinez
you
bringing
see,
that energy.
yeah, you see though, the lighter weights, it seemed like there'd be more knockdowns. There'd be more knockdowns in the lighter weights and the heavier weights than in like the middle weights. Be more decisions
Yeah, on one
from the
thousand.
from the better fighters. The better fighters.
You on point with it? It's
Touching the canvas.
that's why Bam and Inoue and Junto is like that put them on pound for pound because they getting these knockouts.
Nakatani's nice. Man, he's nice.
What you think about the Inoue fight, man? They doing the ring card the night of the Samurai in December, and then they supposed to be lining up Inoue Nakatani for next year.
I know them guys just look so dominant. I'm hoping they really put it together and them two fight. That's the only fight you really want to see
They
with
gonna
as
have they
far as
gonna have to
name
pay Inoue
recognition.
about 150 million.
Oh man, this is maybe I don't know what
They
the
be
numbers
man,
to
where's
pay.
Marky Dan, man? He be telling me this guy Inoue is a big star and all this other stuff. And I mean I believe him, but what's his purse gonna be in comparison to a Canelo? Is he garnering that type of purse? I don't think so. Okay, Bam said he ready.
Oh, we know Bam ready. We know Bam ready. Bam's nice, man. He's just textbook nice. You know, and he's southpaw when he do it. That's what I like. I got a bias towards southpaws because I'm southpaw.
Yeah, yeah, Bam. Yeah, everybody else on the call orthodox pretty much except Abdullah.
Yeah, but dude, nice in southpaw. Oh, wait, he's a problem. He's a problem. We see how long he stay down there. I mean, like I said, he's young. I think he's young enough to hang out to try to get all them belts. But at the right fight, show up at 140. You feel me? You know?
Uh, Come on, man. You know it's gonna be hella politics in play. It's gonna be tough
Yeah,
for us. You know
but I
that.
mean, top ranks in the position because they got, Martella and any Cruz over there fighting for a title, then if he gets this title, then where's the other ones at? Tank got one of them. You feel me? Where's the other one? Yeah, the other one's
Uh,
with Shakur.
yeah, Shakur
You
and
feel me? And then,
Bertani.
And then that'd be like, oh, will he fight Shakur? Will they unify? You feel me? That's the fight if Tio pull out. But it looked like Tio, like they got Tio signed a blood contract. Look like he's locked in.
He with them
You
for
feel
life,
me?
Blaze.
Wait, Turkey?
Nah, Tio's with Top Rank for life, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he feel like he ain't gonna never get out.
But that's what I'm saying. So look,
Nah,
they're
he said
all
he not
there.
just joking. He said I got to be politically correct on my show or whatever. Be honest. He said he got 2 more fights.
And think about this: 3 out of 4 of the belts is with Top Rank.
Tio, yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
They can make it happen. The only person holding them up is Tank. You
And how
feel
you
me? And
take
then
3 out
Tank
of
is.
the 4? Because Shakur ain't with Top Rank.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
2 out of 4. But even if it ain't Top Rank, I know Shakur fight. Shakur unify with any of them guys.
Ooh, that is a good fight. Remo said Abdullah versus Hitchens. Oh, okay. They
I
about to
mean, you
do the
bringing
coach.
him up already. You
Oh,
bringing him
okay.
up. He might stay at 135.
Hold on. Michael Buffer bringing him out. Michael Buffer about to bring him out.
Devin Haney Promotions.
Let me run something for the dead air real quick. We working, man. Shoot everybody in the building cooking with us, man. We gonna cook on this way in. Uh Man, let me run the handy work. Hold on, let me find it.
He got a lot of muscles, but muscles don't win fights at the high level. At the best of the best, it don't matter how much muscles you got, how much power you got, I will show him. I'm levels above this guy. It don't matter what weight we could do that 140, 145, 143, 47, it don't matter. I'm levels above him.
You ain't never seen nothing like that. Somebody in trouble. No witness 20 seconds. Somebody in trouble. People is hurt. The speed, the power, the IQ, the sharp. The man born for this moment. Devin Haney is the moment. What you got on my 40? Oh, we coming. They said we ain't coming. We coming. You best believe we coming. That's right. Y'all think he can fuck with all this? Watch it. That's the way he. Show me something. I can change, dog. You know coming. Don't too much. Don't show him too much. We'll one put up.
Bringing out B Norm now. B Norm coming out.
You got to show that D Norm work too.
B Norm coming out. Let me run it.
To be. Oh, beautiful shot there landed by Norman at the 10-second mark. He needs one to land 2 more, and down is Cuevas.
3, 4, 5. Derek, look at me. 6, 7, 8. Derek, look at me. Look at me, Derek. You want to go?
It's over. It is.
By Norman. Oh! Oh, he's out cold! Out cold!
A gigantic left hand by Brian Norman.
Oh, that's
Jr.
Oh, the face
That
off. The
that
face
boy
off is
Norman,
stoic.
that
Devin
boy
Haney is
Norman
bigger
don't
than Norman
flinch.
Jr. Devin Haney is bigger than Norman Jr. It ain't gonna matter. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't gonna matter. I'm looking at Norman Jr. He ready. Ooh!
Look at him. That boy don't flinch.
Ooh!
That boy don't
Whoa!
flinch.
Listen,
Yeah.
two black kings, two stars in the making. Listen, this is the great. This is great for the sport. But hold on, Blaze, you coming through, Blaze? You got the press conference coming through. You got them talking coming through. Listen, they ready. They ready. Ooh, they ain't breaking. Ain't nobody breaking stand. They ain't gonna break it. Oh, everything froze. Okay, we back. We back. Hide your chain, dog. Debo coming. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Ooh, Norman Jr. said I got all day. Norman Jr. said I got all day. Ooh, let's go. He said, don't let it get hot in that kitchen. Don't let it get hot. Yeah.
I bet you Haney won't try to push him.
Yeah.
I
He said,
bet
put them
you.
hands on me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Norman Jr. said,
Yeah.
what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Woo! Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
Listen, he didn't try to
They
step him.
ready.
He didn't try to do nothing to him. Look, he didn't do try to do that to him.
Woo!
Ooh, you don't want that smoke,
Hey,
boy. You don't want
hey,
that smoke.
hey. It's live. They ready. Look at Norman Jr. Norman Jr. said he ready. Okay, they showing Norman Jr. Let's go. All right, they're gonna run the interviews. They're gonna run the interviews. Yeah, he definitely got bigger. That's a fact. He said muscles don't win fight. But his forearms is thin, man. Dang, it's gonna be ugly. I'm not changing my prediction. It's gonna get ugly. But hold on, let me hear what.
That boy's still in kill mode.
I think it's gonna be a great fight while it lasts.
While it lasts.
No, and you
So,
know I'm somebody. You
so
wouldn't
you
be
are
fighting me
somebody.
if
So
I wasn't
you
somebody.
somebody, brother.
Okay.
I give you your credit. Boy,
Okay.
you the best of the best. Boy, you out here doing your little
Yes, sir.
thug whiz
Yes,
out. You know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Yes,
So after I
sir.
knock
Yes,
your
sir.
block off,
Thank you very
can't
much.
nobody else say nothing else. That's how I feel about that. David Haney is my introduction to a legendary career. All of that's cool, but this is where the real fans come in at. After Saturday, when I come put this boy in the dirt, there is no such thing as if. I am going to do that. But he's saying, like, what does this put me after this? I mean, the world is mine.
Probably doing too much.
Norman gang over everything.
Hide your chain, dog. Debo coming. When he said that, that joke was hilarious. Uh, listen. Shout out to my brother Curtis Robinson. We gonna see. I don't think he's stronger than no Norman Jr. Norman Jr. is finna do work. This is
Norman
gonna
gang
be
over everything.
yeah. This is Devin. Devin seems excited, man. He seems ready for the task, but he's gonna be on the back foot a lot until he's
And then
not. So
that's somewhat gives Brian Norman Jr. an advantage because if they keep the pacing right and he keeps him on his back foot, then he keeps him moving away. You feel me? So he ain't sitting on none of his punches. Devin
yep.
ain't gonna be able to, sit on anything if he constantly got him moving. So, we gonna see what his footwork look like, what it looks like him cutting off the ring, what it looks like him staying in range. You feel me? What the fence look like, what the parries look like, what the distance, see how they find a distance, how they find, they rhythm. It's gonna be a good fight, man. One thing about these fights is, Devin's 26, man. Brian's 24. We got the young guys in here, and they're young. They're gonna be active. Whether it's dancing, whether it's moving, whether it's exchanging, there's gonna be a lot of activity in that ring.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. It ain't going. It's gonna be a lot of fist flying.
yeah. And the thing is if Devin bring him to the deep end, he ain't never went 12. You feel me? So, Devin's the right guy to be able to bring him to the deep end to see what he looked like in those championship rounds. We know what Devin did. Devin then faced adversity and came up out of it, with that Loma in the 11th and then going into the 12th and finishing strong. So
Hmm.
we got the tank for it. We're gonna see Brian Norman. Got the tank for it if Devin's able to, box into the deeper rounds. It's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna be a great fight, man. Competitive. So, this one, listen, man, I got the monster.
1,000%.
Swallow.
Yarde already walked out. Monster and little monster throwing punches. He shadow boxing. He ready to go. Benavidez, they already made weight. Benavidez look ready to go. Jose made the trip over. He got his brother right there with him.
Yeah, it's bro, man. You feel me? Shout out to Jose. You know,
Dane said,
what
"Is
Jose?
Haney
You
still
you got two
nervous?"
losses.
Haney look ready. It's what kind of performance he gonna be able to put on. We already can see he the bigger man. Uh, but Norman Jr. is the stronger man.
Yeah, and I think Norman got the psychological advantage because even though him and Haney said still a little bit for the most part in this weighing, when they got the facing off and pressing at the end, I tell you, he ain't had none of that energy he had for other fighters. You feel me? He didn't try. He didn't even try Brian. Not one time. He didn't say nothing to him or nothing. We gonna see.
He gonna have to, hey, he gonna have to do his best, Boca Chica, man. Throw that right hand as hard as he can down the line and see if he can crack. I ain't done not like how he did against Regis when he was throwing that right hand and bouncing out of the ring. That was crazy.
Mm.
That brother was throwing that right hand. He did. I thought he was about to bounce out the ring. Shoot,
Here we
follow up
go.
that
Here
hook.
we go.
Main event. They facing off.
Here we go.
Benavidez
Yeah.
Yard.
Yeah.
The yard man.
Ooh. One thing I know about them, they gonna thump. They
Hmm.
gonna thump.
Everybody doubting Anthony Yard too.
Yeah. I mean,
We
listen, the
gonna
monster,
see.
monster is
He gonna
real,
have his
man.
chance. He gonna have a chance to touch that chin.
Man, David Benavidez is real, man. He's pound for pound for a reason. You
Yeah, but
know?
that chin can be touched, man. Yard just. I don't think he spars enough, man. I don't think he got the tank. I don't think he got the tank, man. Jose Benavidez Senior is not playing around. Nah, him and David is not playing around at all. Salute to my brother Carrier. What's
Yeah.
good, Carrier? Yeah,
Yeah, there are no games.
it's almost that time. Yeah, he is. Remo said close his eyes and throw it. Because if he closes his eyes, he gonna be prepared to sleep. He says, "Sir, play that white noise music." Yard is a big boy. He looks strong, man, but man, we know it's the battle of endurance, man, with Benavidez, and we seen what happened to Demetrius when he was in there and didn't get out the way. Everybody say Benavidez ain't punching like that, but if you dare to be hit, he gonna hurt you. Yard is a good boxer though. Yard is a good boxer. We gonna see. I'm excited for this fight, man. I'm excited. This gonna be a great fight right here.
Yeah, Yard didn't plug for all the competition too.
Yeah, man. He Dane said, man, tomorrow I need to get here. Facts. Facts.
Well, luckily for us, it's gonna be early, right? We ain't
Nah,
have to
man. It
wait
don't
till
it
the
start
evening.
till 3. Well, that's true. 3 p.m. 3 p.m.
Yeah,
Eastern. That's when the cars start. But the
yeah.
good fight's not gonna kick off probably like till like 7.
Yeah,
So it's
I'm
still
on the
gonna be
West
night pretty
Coast.
much. Oh, you on the west? Oh yeah, okay, good. Well, yeah, you're right. You gonna have an early day. You're gonna be able to enjoy your night.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think they said co-main is gonna be like 9 for us.
Already, you talking about nine? Well, yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
like
usually
9
be late. I'm
p.m.
tripping. Y'all usually be 12.
Yeah,
12
really.
a.m. Y'all be over here watching fights,
Mm-hmm.
ring walks and shit.
It'd be awful.
We'll be having y'all, you feel
I
me?
be
That's
I be
the
falling
one.
asleep most of the time.
Yeah, that's why I got the benefit of being on the West Coast. We be prime time. Be 8:39.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. So they just ended the weigh-in. The waist is made. Everybody look healthy, man. Abdullah Mason look cut up, man, like a bag of dope. Uh, Devin Haney. I mean, we gonna see, man. Brian, I think Brian Norman Jr. has a tank. See, if he wasn't a well conditioned fighter, then Haney could possibly be able to or outwork him for 12, but he ain't that guy. He's definitely well conditioned. He got a gas tank. So it's just going to be, can Devin shots, the punches that Devin does land affect Norman Jr.? What type of effect will they have? We already know what's going to happen if Devin get cracked with a big shot. So Devin going to have to stay extremely clean in this matchup.
Yeah, nah, this is just a great
Now,
card,
peace
man.
out, Curtis. Salute to the family, man. Peace out there. Peace out. Salute.
This is a
Nah, this
great
gonna be a
card.
great car. Let me ask you this, Blaze, before we close out, right?
Yeah, bet.
What's so let me so what's gonna be the fight of the night for tomorrow? Like which fight is gonna steal the show?
I don't know. I think Brian Norman and versus Devin Haney is gonna be what it's cut out to be. I think that's gonna be the fight of the night because I think it's just I think with the parity. I mean, and obviously, people don't give Brian Norman a lot of credit because they're going off the resumes and who he actually fought. But one thing that I see as far as with Brian Norman, it's like it's okay. His level of competition was low, but he's relatively young. And then look how he's been finishing his last three fights. When the belt's on the line, when the title's on the line. You feel me? Like, so
100%.
I think that's going to be the determining factor. I think that one's going to be highly competitive. I think the other three fights I think they're locks. I think, Monster wins. I think Abdullah wins. I think Bam wins. I don't think I think them is locks. So that's why I think ultimately the Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. fight is going to be the fight. But it depends on what you're looking for too, because there might be a knockout from somebody else. Abdullah Mason might
That'd
get
be
a
crazy.
nasty stoppage because
Yeah.
Sam Noakes
Well,
is,
Sam
he
Noakes get an
engages,
upset
he goes for the
knockout.
knockout. I mean, I don't think so. You
Ah,
feel me? I don't think
nah,
so.
I'm just joking. Let me bring in Mad Chad. Mad Chad, how you feeling, bro?
Thank God it's Friday, B3. Thank God it's Friday. How are you, my
Yes.
friend?
I'm doing well, man. Salute to my family. Now, let me ask you this, Mad Chad. Did you get a chance to see the weigh-ins? If not, just speak about the fights. What's your predictions for the card tomorrow?
Starting off, I just caught a little bit. I didn't pay attention to the weigh in there, but I've been paying attention to it all. With just start off with the Haney Norman fight. That the last Haney fight, fight when he fought Ramirez there in Times Square. That was supposed to be a showcase event. That was supposed to be show the world he's back. He's back from the Ryan fight. And what he showed me, B3, and I think he showed the betting world. This fight's a pick'em. With all his accolades and all, he showed me that something ain't right. Yes, and believe me, Ramirez, he's past it. Jose Ramirez has been through some wars. He has to plant his feet, count to 3, and then throw a punch. I mean, you know what I mean? It was a tailor-made opponent for Haney to pro grade times 4. It was supposed to be a pro grade times 4. It was supposed to be a demolition, just
Yeah.
a sweet science. And he looked awkward. He looked a little off balance to me. And one
Yep.
thing that really stuck out for me, he fought scared. And when you're fighting scared in this sport, especially against a young lion like this Brian Norman Jr., it's going to be a tough nut to crack. And to look at these odds and see Haney, it's a 50-50 fight, but he's a slight underdog. It's just kind of mind blowing when you do look at the resumes. You look at the past races they've been in, and you can see that Haney's been in there with world class champions, pound for pound fighters. But yesterday's home runs don't win today's ball games. Like if you were to take Haney coming off the Prograis fight, after that Haney fought Prograis and he was to fight Brian Norman, I think it would be a no brainer. You'd have to pick Haney because he surgically dismantled Prograis.
Yeah, he did.
He fought a little aggressively at times, but he fought brilliantly. High IQ, used that stick he has. Great jab. He goes down low. Haney's got a great straight right to the solar plex there. And he looked good. I thought Haney looked excellent against Prograis. But that Ramirez, all you can do is kind of go off your last battle. And that last, he looked scared, and I don't think Ramirez landed one punch on him. To be honest, I don't think Ramirez hit him. I don't even know if he hit him in the arms or anything. I mean, it was. I favor Norman to stop him. I think Haney could be damaged goods. I think he's scared from what I've seen, and that was against Ramirez. Like I say, Ramirez, yes, he's a war horse. He was on the Olympic team with Errol, I believe, and he's been around for a while, and he had some, wars with Josh Taylor, I think it was. Josh Taylor cold cocked him a couple times, and Ramirez is a tough old dog, but he doesn't have that cat twitch. He doesn't have the spring in his step. Like I said, he has to plant his feet, count to 3, and then throw a punch. Brian Norman, I wouldn't be surprised to leave his feet to throw a lunging type Hagler type punch, because Haney's going to be backpedaling, a couple feints, and then to throw a, where you're throwing that hook, you're leaving both your feet. I do favor Norman by I think they're going to throw the towel in. I think he's going to get beat up, dropped a couple times, and they're going to have to throw in the towel. I got Brian Norman by TKO.
How many rounds you giving them? Dang. Said they're gonna throw it
Well,
in. They
we
gonna throw
saw
the
what
towel.
happened we saw what happened B3 with Ryan and Haney, right? You got that animosity, and he went in there with a chip on his shoulder. I think it was maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6, 7 seconds into the fight against Ryan Garcia, and he almost got knocked out within the first 10 seconds, I believe, of that fight. He went right out there in center ring and said, "Let's go mano a mano." I'm thinking, what is wrong with this guy? But I don't know if he's fully recovered. I think it could be quick, but I think Haney's going to kind of be Scully. I think he's going to channel a little bit of Skull and say, "Let me get out of here." And I just don't know how long he's going to be able to get out of here against a young spry. I mean, Brian Norman ain't a lead-footed plotter. I mean, I mean, you see him in the workouts there. You see him. He's got footwork. I mean, it ain't like he's a plotter, and he's got time is on his side. He's hungry. I want to say it doesn't go past 7 rounds. I don't want to say it goes past 7.
Mm. Hey, this all on record.
It's
This is
all on
all on
record.
record.
All on
Carrier
record.
said
Yeah.
Carrier said he don't think Ramirez or Regis hit Haney. Yeah, they really didn't land heavy at all. And then he said it's funny how fans can say Norman can do all this. And he said make believe stuff. Let me say this, man. It ain't make believe when he's getting knockouts and uh knocking memory out of brothers. Now, will he be able to land on Devin Haney in that fashion? Remains to be seen. But from all intents and purposes, Norman Jr. looked like he there to do a job, man. I
And
mean,
I
I
love Brian's attitude, B3. It has that
yeah,
throwback feel. You know, he talks the game. I like the little Southern drawl. How can you not like the Southerner? You know what I mean? The
exactly.
guys
Yep,
the guy's coming up. You know what I mean? His dad's a fighter, and it just seems like a perfect storm for Storm and Norman, so to speak. And
absolutely.
it's a great fight. And Haney's got a little bit of pressure. You know, Turkey doesn't want the Tom and Jerry. Turkey's got the string. I think every time they have Riyadh season, he gets the ring a little bit smaller. Uh, so you know he wants war. He doesn't want that running around, and that is pressure on Haney coming off his last Riyadh season card with the stinker that yes he performed. He won every round, but it wasn't what the fans or anybody's going to be blown away by when it's supposed to be. That was supposed to be coming out. This was supposed to be a showcase event. This was supposed to be showing Haney's skills. He's back, and what he showed was nothing because that the odds show it. The odds, the odds tell all. Yes, the odds makers can be wrong. Don't get me wrong, but they have a good ear to the pavement type thing. And when I saw it, you know, Brian Norman was the favorite. It was a head scratcher because I think you know the shops are seeing what I see. B3. I think they see a scared fighter moving up in weight class that's
Mhm.
going against a young lion, a young lion that's in there for destruction.
Yep.
And I would say I agree with him. Haney set himself up to be look like that. In my opinion, that fight versus Ramirez was tailor made just for them to do that nonsense that they did. Because if you look at Ramirez's previous fight when he fought Barboza, he fought just like that. The only difference is Barboza was more active and punched him more. Like he said, he got to count to three and then he punch. It's like he's not there. He's not moving. And then when he is in range, he don't punch. And so what I think
Right.
is, I think, like I say all the time, I can't say enough. Devin was on that undercard with Ryan, looking to be unscathed to get to Ryan. He ran to get to Ryan. Now that was trash. It was bogus. You feel me? Like I'm not giving him no type of applaud for that. And he got everybody thinking he's scared. Oh, he looks like he's flinching. Oh, he's looking like he's on his bicycle. Oh, he's looking like he's closing his eyes when he's punching. He did all that in that fight. You feel me? But my thing is, was he playing possum? That's my only thing with it. Is I really think that you see, because Ryan whooped him. You feel me? Ryan whooped his ass. That was like, we can't erase that. Like, even though it's a no contest, he got his ass whooped. And if he wasn't A side and wasn't the champion, they might have called it a stoppage. The ref might have stopped that. You see, Ryan was in there like, hey, stop him punching on him. Like, it was bad, bad. And so I think, Devin and Bill about us fight Ramirez, this tune up. We're going to stay fresh and we're going to get to Ryan. And that's just my theory on it. But I still got Brian Norman Jr. because I seen Ryan punch him. And so if Brian Norman Jr. punches him, listen, it's gonna be the same. That's where it comes to me, where it'd be like, hey, this boy Brian Norman Jr. punches his last three fights. It's like when you watch the whole fight, you just see a highlight reel, you just see the knockout. It's like, no, he punches him all fight. If he touches you, he punches you. You feel me? That's why it's like anybody go
Yeah.
back and watch the Clavis fight where he was working a body jab, they was like playing in range and he is catching them. So if he catch Dev, listen, it's gonna be a problem. But then now on the other
Definitely.
side, like I said, I think Dev ain't as scary as people think. And then Snid coming up to 147, how he came up, he might pack more of a punch. So we about to see. But putting on weight don't help your chin. You know, they claim it increases punch resistance, but he's going up against somebody who punches really, really hard, bro. So,
Yeah.
you know, we gonna see. And like you said, the odds makers got it even. You would be surprised. You think it would be more higher than that for Devin because of his accolades and his experience. But you know, they're not erasing what happened with Ryan, and they're not erasing what he just did with Ramirez. And I'm gonna land my plane right there.
Let me just say this. Salute to Bella pulling up. What's good, Bella? Listen, don't pay Carrie no mind. Carrie always be. I can't even read the comments. Carrie always be talking. uh, let me say this real quick, man, before we close out, right? So it's gonna be a I think it's gonna be a great event, man. I think it's gonna be a great card, a great showcase. Let me see here. Dank said, make sure y'all show up come tomorrow night. Make sure y'all here. Everybody that's got Norman Jr. pick. I'll be here, man. I got Norman Jr. pick, so it is what it is. And you already know I'm definitely Team Haney, but it's not looking good, man. Norman Jr. looking like he there to do a job. Um Devin,
He better have some pop. He better have some pop E3 because Devin hasn't knocked out anybody in a minute. And I think it was Coach Eddie on here earlier saying the size difference between him and Loma. And he cracked Loma with some good shots, good body shots. And he cracked Loma a few times. And,
yeah,
he got Loma's respect. And if he doesn't get Brian Norman's respect, he's in for a long, long night because this is not a plotter. And like I'm saying, Brian Norman, what can you do? He's a young guy. How old is he? 24. He just graduated college, right? He's just out of college. The kid's
yeah,
young. He's got an opportunity of a lifetime. He's been doing it for a long minute here. And he's been very impressive his last few fights. Yes, it's been against lesser competition, but he's still, look, yes, you always say the eye test, the eye test. Anybody with any boxing acronym can watch a Brian Norman Jr. fight and see that this kid can fight. I mean, I'm not saying he's pound for pound Bud Crawford or
yeah,
nothing, but he's a raw dog freaking he's a beast. He's a killer and he's got heavy hands in both those paws. And he's bringing that Georgia, Southern hospitality to Riyadh season over there. And yeah, I think it's going to be a long night for Haney because I don't think he's got any pop.
mhm,
I think he's pillow fisted. I don't think he could. He ain't knocking out Norman. Regis, he stunned Regis. Regis is chinny. Regis was getting buzzed every time he got hit against whoever it was, Jojo Diaz, I think. So
yeah,
Haney's been buzzed against lesser fighters. And I want to say Brian Norman. I want to say this: Brian Norman hits harder than Ryan Garcia. I mean, you can say what you want about the left hook of Ryan, but I'm telling you, you can watch it. You can see how this dude cracks. When you say crack, it's like when Nolan Ryan used to throw a fastball and hit the mitt. You hear the crack of that glove catch that fastball. When Brian Norman hitting that body and he hitting, you hear the crack. It's a crack. He's
yeah.
sharp. He's young. Might be a little raw around the edges, but he's been doing this for a minute, and the time is now. We're going to see what happens. I'm pumped up for all these fights, man. What a card! What a way for us boxing fans to really get into this. And I don't mind the time zones at all. I don't mind watching the main event at
Right.
9 o'clock instead of 1 p.m. But yeah, what a card, man. And B3, shout out to you, man. Everybody hit the like. B3 over here working. He's got everybody's opinions up here. We're just shooting the shit. We're talking about the greatest sport on the planet. And B3, thank you, man. And have a great day. I'll be tuning in and out. And always hit the like button, subscribe, man. You're a breath of fresh air on these YouTube channels, bro. And everybody here, have a great day. God bless, B3.
Appreciate you,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Chad,
Yes,
God bless,
sir.
man. That's the tavern right there. He already know we working, man. Salute to the good brother Chan Ross pulling up. Let's go. Hey, we got the weights are made, man. The ceremonial weighing is done. Everything is locked in for tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to it. It's about to be a fire event. Y'all can see Dank, Bella, Cam, Kyria, everybody in the chat cooking. Ready for this
Listen, man,
matchup?
aircraft going crazy in the chat, man. Aircraft going crazy. I would say this aircraft, I don't mess with aircraft. Hey man, Haney ain't got to stop since 2019. And then hey man, I heard he was trying to get 10-ounce gloves for a 147 fight. Is that true? That can't be true. But yeah, appreciate being on the show though.
Already, listen, man, it was a great show, another great cook. Hey, we're gonna be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow either during the fight or after. More than likely after. We'll see. Probably BVO will probably be live, BVO Sports. So we know either way. We haven't confirmed it, but I'm sure he gonna, try to sign on like a 9 or something like that. But we're gonna have post fight reactions. It's gonna be crazy lit. I know everybody gonna be excited. That's some of the excuses I'm expecting to hear if Norman Jr. does what he says he's gonna do and stops Devin. Um, they're gonna say, R.I.P. Victor Conti. Devin didn't have his number one resource. They're gonna say, you know. Ryan took it out of him, man, and they gonna say he did get over Ryan. If Devin clip Norman Jr. or something crazy happened, they gonna say it's the snack pack, he a weight bully. Y'all Norman Jr. wasn't ready, and Norman Jr. never beat a champ. It's gonna be a whole bunch of excuses. I'm gonna say this: at the end of the day, y'all gotta show the winner of these matches love. These all 50-50 fights. Bam is in the unification. Abdullah is a young guy fighting for his first world title against a tough UK fighter with I think Blaze said over 90% or like I know over 88% knockout ratio on Sam Noakes. Then you have Devin the Dream Haney going up to his third division, fighting a young undefeated champion with a high knockout ratios in his own right, and Norman Jr. And then Benavidez, he's taking on the veteran in yards. So this is gonna be a hell of a matchup, a hell of a fight card, and it's gonna be lit, man. It's gonna definitely be lit. Cam said, B Norman Jr. got that down south power, the power real. Even Bill Haney compared Brian Norman Jr. power to Evander Holyfield and George Foreman. Let's go. hey, hey, man, this is gonna be epic, yo. Hey, I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Kev said some fan base is gonna be high in after tomorrow night. I can't wait to see it. Listen, hey, everybody gotta show up, man. He gonna be like, well, yeah, you gotta come out of the bushes. He said, listen, don't be in the bushes, you gotta come out. Don't be hiding. Diaper Danny, the tavern, Mad Chad, he said, feel one of the main event fights ending in a draw. Mmm. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see if they can't take the belt from a champ unless it's definitive. So you got a good point. It could happen. Down south power carrier. Come on, you heard the brother. He ain't stutter. Down south power. He said don't go live immediately after Norman versus Devin. Fight give Yard and David fight some respect. Yeah, right. I got I got you, carrier for sure. For sure. But we're gonna see, man. It's gonna be a lit situation. We gotta see how everything work out. Hold on, Dan. What you mean the fix is and it's already too late? Oh, that what you mean? What did happen? Um, Cam J said, hey, blame Bill for saying it, bro." Hey, yeah, that down south power, man. He got it, bro. You already know. Chopping wood. Yeah, the dream, man. Listen, the dream. Is it gonna be a nightmare in Saudi? Is it gonna be a nightmare in Saudi? I gotta let me know. Is it gonna be a nightmare? This gonna be fireworks. I'm excited, man. This gonna be fireworks, man. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all make sure y'all continue to support the channel, help the channel grow. I appreciate y'all. Tap the like button, follow the channel. We working. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. Salute to my brother Blaze cooking with me today. Appreciate you pulling up. Blaze, Mad Chat, everybody free, everybody BVO, everybody pulled up today. Coach Eddie. Listen, uh, we had a great live. Waste made. It's showtime. Let's go green.
Alright, is you motherfuckers finished? Y'all finished? You silly motherfuckers. You got to be soldiers, all right? Soldiers. Not clowns, goddammit. Drive, and you shut the fuck up.